The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Got Gary's clapboard. Fuck.
Oh no! Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh, ooh. Oh my God!
You, yes. Hey! I got you. Early and super straight. In honor of Gary, we will now have a 15-minute site.
I'm bored.
Okay, let's go on then. Yeah. Hi everyone, welcome to the Real BBC. I'm your host, as from Hillverse Papers.
Wait a minute, which one am I? The host?
Which host? What am I? I am somebody from somewhere doing something. And welcome to that. Welcome to the Real BBC. Yeah, it's on my channel again this week. Gary and Quarter Black Garrett have tied the knot.
Oh,
And are off on their honeymoon this week.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Long time coming.
Long time coming. Well, is it though? I mean, you could just see the electricity in the air.
Mm-hmm. There was some sexual tension.
Oh yeah, Gary always like nibbling at him. You know, little insult. That's when you put. That's when you're pulling the pigtails. I was trying to do, but it looked a bit weird. That's when you're pulling the pigtails in the literally because Garrett's hair at the time. Pulling his pigtails, you see. So we all know how the banter works. We all know. So congratulations,
Pigtails.
Gary. Enjoy your honeymoon. We'll see you next week. Love you. Morley, hi, how you doing?
Hello.
Wow.
I mean, it's been so great. As you know, I've been preparing for a big fun thing I'm doing in 2 days that as soon as it actually happens and is successful, I can tell people about it. It's not going to be like a big, huge thing, but it'll be really fun if it works out. So I've been having to watch films and interviews and stuff ready for that. Then, of course, it's just editing, constant editing. And I rewarded myself with seeing a film in the meantime, one of two that I need to see in order to remain able to talk to people about movies that get released. Of course, one of them being Oppenheimer. I have not seen that yet. Do you know why?
I have.
I was about to. I was gonna. And then I get a message from a family member being like, "Oh, we're gonna visit on blah 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 day. Do you wanna? We're gonna go see Oppenheimer. Come see it with us." And I was like, "Oh, but I don't know if I want to see that twice in a row in the cinema."
Certainly in short succession. That's pretty heavy stuff, you know. Yeah.
So I gotta wait on that one, right? And I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. But I did see Barbie.
Oh.
I don't recommend it.
Well, speaking of Barbie. No, go on, carry on.
Well, what could you say? Like, it's just a movie that's not that fun to watch. I was expecting it to be somewhat fun. I thought at least the jokes would be all right, and that it would be a silly, cartoony world where nonsense happens. But man, that movie has opinions.
Well, I heard that if you watch it as a normal human being, apparently you're not going to enjoy it, and if you watch it as a raving feminazi, you're going to love it. What about if you watch it as an ironic, pro-based, pro-masculinity movie that actually shows everything that is inherently wrong with modern-day feminism?
I will say, and I've seen this reaction from a lot of people like Ken. He's quite easy to like. He's a very genuine character. He's, low sort of, I mean, he's like by design not able to think very complicatedly, That's a way to put it. But he's he just enjoys the small things in life. The main motive he has is he just wants to be appreciated, and he wants people to want him. That's what he wants in life, and he feels alone.
I'm gonna get enough, but Ken off. Kenough. I'm gonna get a Kenough. I'm gonna get a Kenough hoodie.
And when he discovers patriarchy or whatever, like you could just see him having fun and enjoying himself and wondering, like, wow, because in the Barbie land, I assume the Kens are like second-class
citizens. Yes.
They don't. There's this one line where someone asks, like, "Oh, where do the Kens live?" And the Barbie's like, "I have no idea." It's like, oh shit,
because they don't have houses. So that's what I'm saying. If you watch it from that perspective, and you're seeing this suppressed class get out there and be like, hey, do you know something? You can be enough. You can be good enough. You can do, which is Ken in this case. Whereas all the women, all the guys apparently are buff. All the Kens are buff. The buff dudes look after themselves. One of them is literal plastic. No offense, Simulu. Literal plastic though he is. And then all the feminine Barbies, all the women Barbies, they're all anything, fat, all kinds of diverse Barbies. But the Kens, Chad.
Yeah, there's no fat Kens.
Yeah.
You get a Michael Cera, but he's not a Ken, he's an Alan. So
an Alan.
If there's anyone called Alan in the audience, I just want to apologize right now. Because you are enough. You're enough. We'll talk more Barbie in a second. Don't worry. But because there is no Gary today, I scoured the internet. Couldn't find anyone. But Mandy sent me a T-shirt in the post. So that was bribery enough for me to bring on the show. I'm only joking. Gave me a blowjob as well.
Yeah.
But yeah. Just for a T-shirt. Come on.
It costs a little more than that, you guys.
What'd you take me for? Good to say. Welcome, Mandy Summers, Stuntman Comics. Mandy Summers, how are you doing?
I'm good, but I went to the Barbie movie and I went in looking like Gary and I came out looking like this. So I don't know what happened. I don't know how we got here, you know?
You cut the beard off and then you stuck it as extensions on the hair. And then you had some work.
I was going to say, you can tell it's Gary. It's clear.
Yeah.
Clearly.
It is Gary. Yeah. You tell by the accent. By the way, yes. If you're watching this on VOD, there will be subtitles.
It's not going to read right for me, y'all. I'm telling you right now, it don't read right for me.
I have no idea what she said. None.
Crazy, she invented her own language just for the stream.
I did. No, that translator never gets me right. It always says something really stupid that I'm not saying. So
if you put subtitles onto my entrance, it says, hello, I eat ass from versus Babyface or something.
No, does it really?
That's actually what it says. I'm beginning to understand why I get a lot of demonetizations from language. But it says, I'm eat ass from Hill versus Babyface. So I'm like, oh
dear. That's just horrible.
How did the subtitles know?
Incredibly.
They're on.
Look, I mean, you would say that this my eye weeping is hay fever. It's not. It's pink eye from the stink eye. That's what it is. Yeah, it's pink eye from the stink eye. But it's good. I think first time on the Real BBC.
It is. And thank you guys for having me. This is going to be awesome.
Well, let's not jump the gun. Okay. This could go horribly wrong. The show could be awful. Could be awkward. Something could happen.
You're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to be all nice and stuff.
Well, I'm not saying no. I'm not saying necessarily at Mandy's expense. I'm just saying who knows. The ceiling could fall down on top of me. MauLer could get sent to another dimension to.
You'd get a lot of use for that.
That happened one time, and you bring it up all the time.
Well, it was in the middle of a fucking stream, dude.
I mean, but sometimes you gotta pee.
So between us, the trifecta here, we've Barbieheimered.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Two Barbies, one Heimer.
2 Barbies, 1 high. Ooh, I saw that video once.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
That's
2
a good one.
Barbies, 1 Heimer. So is there no joy that you can take from Barbie? Is there nothing that you could be like if you watched it in a certain context, or is it just feminazi propaganda?
There's some. I'm trying to think. I don't think I laughed. I think I may have smiled at 1 or 2 jokes, but they were like juvenile. You know, like someone falling over, that sort of stuff.
I've only seen a clip. I've only seen a couple of clips, and both the clips have had Ken in them, and I've giggled both times.
Yeah, Ken, he's fun whenever he's on. Ryan Gosling is just a great actor, so he plays it like 100% the way it's obviously been written. And
Mandy, as a woman of vagina, how do you view this film? I mean, is it because you look? There's nothing wrong with a film mainly for women. There's nothing wrong with that at all. There's plenty of films where you can say these are made for men. You know, action films are predominantly made for men. Maybe, but as a woman, how do you actually view this film? Do you watch it in I can get little like positivity from this. I can get empowered by this, or is it just like feminazi trash?
I don't think it was made for me. My hair's not blue. I'm not, you know what I mean? I just don't think, and I played with Barbies like all the time, but I just don't think this movie was made for me. It's like the girls are like, I don't want to be a mom, and beating their dolls. And I'm like, I don't remember doing that when I was a kid. Like I had baby dolls and I like, oh, my baby, you know, I didn't like bash my dolls' heads in it. So I don't know. It just it definitely wasn't made for me. Obviously, it just wasn't, which is sad because I was kind of excited. I was excited until I found out that like Amy Schumer was like up for the role, like they were actually considering her, and then I'm like, oh no, this isn't gonna be good, you know. if they were even
Amy
considering
Schumer,
her.
Well, apparently according to her, she walked away.
Yeah, it wasn't
because it wasn't feminist enough for her. Yeah.
But I mean, how feminist would it have to be for her?
I'm pressing X to doubt.
Yeah, well, I mean, even if it was, let's be honest, Amy Schumer's level of feminism is off the freaking charts. It's like astronomical how much of a feminist she is. So, and not a cool like 1960s feminist. She's like a modern feminist, which is just horrible. So, yeah, I was just like, nah, I'm not into it. Not into it at all.
How many bonus holes out of 10 would you give Barbie?
Are you asking me?
Well, you've seen it. I ain't seen it. You two have seen it.
I mean, like the actual like world building and shit is all as crap as you'd imagine. I know that it's a film about realistic life, dolls come to life or whatever, but something they say is like that all the dolls in Barbie Land, their health and like physical representation is dependent on their owner in the real world. So like if a girl were to break the arm off one of the Barbie dolls, it would break off the Barbie doll in Barbie Land. But they're all like pretty much perfect, and it's just like, so huh? I don't really get it. Except for the one Barbie called Weird Barbie, who's as a result of her owner playing with her too much and drawing on her face and messing up her hair and stuff. And I was just like, huh?
Was that Amy Schumer?
Maybe. It was Kate McKinnon, the one from Ghostbusters 2016.
Which a film I still have not watched to this day, and will not.
The humor, like they'll be like, "Oh, Weird Barbie, she always does the splits." Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Weird that she always does the splits. And then whenever they talk to her, she's like doing the splits, and I'm just sitting like, I don't know why you thought that was funny. It's just strange. It's like, yeah, but that's funny. And it's like, okay, there she goes doing the splits. That's comedy, I guess. I don't know. I was like,
sounds hilarious.
This is what I mean. Like, there's loads of jokes like that in the movie where I was like, okay. Like I said, the most I think I had fun with it was when they were just like, oh, there's Ken, there's Barbie, there's sports thing Ken, there's this Barbie, there's Alan, and then Michael Cera just goes, hi, and then the narrator's like, they discontinued Alan. And I was like, that's funny, and that's the kind of stuff I wouldn't have minded seeing in a full on Barbie movie that was more like what would happen if dolls came to life and had to understand our world. Which, you know, there's loads of potential for that, to have really interesting messages about human nature. Dolls could be like, why isn't everything normal and perfect and fun and easy? And then humans are like, because we don't live in a plastic constructed world, you fucking idiot. You know, that sort of stuff.
Or you could push fourth wave feminism.
Well, you could. They're all over the place in the movie in terms of. I couldn't tell you what definitive idea they have, but my God, they have sections that belong in a lecture theater. It's a little embarrassing sometimes. It's just like there's a big speech at one point that starts with "It's impossible to be a woman," but it's like, all right.
Yeah.
Stuff like you have to be thin, but not too thin, but you got to make sure you don't, show up any other woman. And you saying all this stuff, and it's like, that seems suspiciously
stuff
ironic.
That women have a go at women. That's what, right. You see a pretty woman on Twitter, you see a pretty woman on social media. I guarantee you 90% of the people ripping her to pieces are women.
Oh, yeah. No, that's... Yeah, no, that's true.
And not only that, but it's like, I feel like there's hypocrisy there on the movie's part to, if it's going to say that it sucks the, men make it so that women have to be skinny and not too, stand outish at all the time. It's like, it's all the patriarchy and stuff. It's like, so then why have you only portrayed like the buff and clean shaven and perfect Kens? There's no other Kens. The women get to be all kinds of shapes and sizes for Barbies, but for Kens, it's like all the same. And someone could be like, aren't you looking a little too far into this? And I'd be like, they're the ones that asked the question. They're the ones with the same.
Yeah.
I didn't want to think about this in the Barbie movie.
It's like they want to say a commentary about something. However, they want to use childish arguments.
It should be. You should be considered beautiful.
We're different shapes and sizes and colors and everything. But you made all the Kens buff.
Yeah, the Kens. There's no like interesting differences in the Kens. They practically have the same personality too. So yeah, I don't know. The movie's not very well thought out. It's very whiny. Like I was expecting something closer to a little bit more of a mature Toy Story type situation. I guess I was hoping for that when I. Closer-ish to that area.
Did you just nip to another dimension again quickly?
Maybe.
Can you stay in this dimension? Is that too much to ask for a couple of hours?
There were some jokes like that. Like she starts her day and she goes into the shower, turns it on, and no water comes out, but she's making shower motions. Like, get it? Because she's a doll. And, and it's like, oh yeah. You can do
fun.
I
get that. Yeah, that's fun.
I was expecting the majority of the movie to be that, not the other thing.
Okay. Yeah. Andy, what was the funnest? Or did you? I mean, did you find anything fun? But what if you did? What was the funnest thing that you found in the Barbie movie?
I honestly didn't find anything all that fun about it. I mean, Ken was great. Ken was amazing. Every scene that had Ken in it, I liked. But other than that, like, I just didn't like it. Like, I didn't. Just anytime Margot Robbie was on the screen, I'm going to be honest with you, Barbie's supposed to be like 19 years old. And though she is drop dead gorgeous, like a turn me in a heartbeat, she was too old to play the part, in my opinion. They should have got somebody a little bit younger. And every time they showed the bratty ass daughter, I was just absolutely just about it. Like the daughter was horrible.
She was a really bad actress too.
Yeah, really bad actress too. It just really wasn't. I mean, I get it. I think I get what they were trying to do with it, but I think like MauLer said, it was kind of everywhere. Like at times they were kind of based, and at times they were really, really woke. And then it would go, and by the end of it, my head was spinning. Like I got up and went to go get more popcorn, which I never do. And I stayed gone for like 20 minutes of that movie just so I didn't have to sit there no more. I would rather wait in line to get popcorn with all the Heimer people than I would rather go and
who is taking popcorn into fucking Oppenheimer?
It's 3 hours, okay?
There's people taking popcorn. Did you not get a popcorn?
No.
Or even a nacho or nothing?
How many carbs in popcorn?
Not allowed. Not allowed.
Oh, well.
Not allowed. Because it's 3 hours long. We had an executive chef there.
Oh shit.
We're getting fillets done and all kinds of shit.
Look at you with your fanciness going on over there.
Not really. But you just don't really think, hey, I'm off to see a 3-hour movie about a guy killing hundreds of thousands of people. I mean, I'm being silly there. But I'm going to bring some popcorn. You can just imagine all the quiet bits and you just hear this person go,
what are you say this like that's not the common experience in theater.
Right? What theater are you going to?
Well, there's popcorn movies, and then there's movies that
People bring popcorn to every movie. They're weird.
Yeah, I've never been to a
right,
movie and not got popcorn and nachos. I mean,
I got a latte.
Popcorn.
That's what I got.
People took popcorn to Schindler's List. Okay, it happens.
He's right. He's right. I can tell you when I go see Oppenheimer, I'm getting a popcorn. I don't care if it's wrong. I'm getting a popcorn.
I'll get a long one because it's a fucking long film.
Bottomless.
I'm gonna get some nachos. I'm gonna get one of them slushy, slurpy things and slurp it. You know what I mean? I got plans. I got plans for that movie, sir.
Yes, I do miss popcorn. That's the point. I'm jealous. Well, there was a couple of weird people in the theater today.
Oh, yeah.
Like how?
Like, you wouldn't think that they wanted to watch Oppenheimer. They would probably want to watch Barbie.
They dressed in pink.
Well, not that they were dressed in pink. But it was just I don't know if it's snobbery, but you just kind of like, I got a feeling this person, and we're sort of right, because they were just on their phone. She was just on her phone for the whole film.
I'll admit that shit is wild. When I see someone like in the front row getting their phone out in the middle, it's just like, can you not?
Yeah.
Unless it's a fucking emergency, can you not?
Were they? They weren't Oppenheimer cosplayers. No.
Oh, that's too bad.
You had it, but I'll tell you what though, the cinema, the car park was just packed, and I just turned because I went with a couple of my mates today, and I just turned to them and I just said, you know that 95% is the Barbie. That's what, because hey, for all that you didn't like about Barbie, this film is making all of the money in the world right now.
Yeah, it could end up being the most successful movie of the year.
I think easily. Who's it got to be?
We don't know.
Who's it got to be? Guardians?
That's actually a good question. Who is it going to be? What came out? Well, it ain't going to be Dead Reckoning, unfortunately.
No, but that's doing well internationally. But it's just
fallen short of expectations, though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Which I can't actually really explain that. I thought people would bring similar hype to Dead Reckoning as they did to Maverick, but I guess not.
This has made $120 million more than The Flash has right now.
It's not like at the end of its run or anything. So.
No, in a weekend and a Monday, it's made $120 million more than The Flash did in its whole run, which is now bringing in about $70 per theater. Oopsies. But yeah, it's a massive success. And for all that you might not like about this film, the marketing behind it has been absolutely spot on. It really has.
I feel like I just illustrated it earlier. I had no clue that was the film I was seeing. No. And that's not typical in marketing. They're supposed to let you know what you're kind of getting, but this time they deliberately chose not to let you know what you're getting.
Yeah, because I'm not prophetic in any way, but when I saw the trailers, I was like, I know exactly what this fucking film's going to be based on these trailers. But a lot of people going, oh no, that's fun. That looks like it's gonna be fun. This bit, and I'm like, it wasn't made for me. It wasn't made.
You're a misogynist.
Yeah, I'm Jonassists. I'm one of them. And Mandy's clearly displayed your internalized misogyny as well. You know, you should be saying, yes, I'm burning my bra. I'm dyeing my hair purple, side shaving, and I'm off to protest Trump. That's what you should be doing after watching this movie.
Yep.
You understand? We're going to be getting a Barbie 2, maybe a Ken spin-off, and it's good. Who knows?
Oh, if they do a Ken spin-off and they make it based as fuck, that could be the best thing.
That might be good. I'm excited thinking about that. So does that kind of prove now that we've had what Mario did amazing, right? Barbie has done, whether we liked it or not, it's done very well. That kind of prove that Disney's kind of full of it at this point with their excuses for why their movies are like not making any money. I mean, that kind of
they're going to make up anything they can to try and explain this, but they know like superheroes and it's not even just superheroes, right? Because we got the Disney live action and Star Wars and Indiana Jones, all their IP. It's kind of like Disney's a fucking infection at this point.
Well, they market their films like we're going to see them. They market them for what they are, which is woke trash.
They should try not doing that.
So, and Barbie didn't. Its marketing was really, really good. And so
I think we thought Obi-Wan had a chance, right? From trailers, we were like, this could be okay. And the first episode was like the best of the lot.
Kenobi.
Yeah. We had concerns though.
As soon as
no like guarantees
they were fighting, him and Vader were fighting again. I was already out.
Remember, there was all rumors about what Reva was going to be, and then it turned out to be 100% accurate. Like what she was going to do. She was going to spare Luke, all that stuff. But there was a chance, damn it.
Well, it was
going to be okay.
Well, that was the thing about Kenobi is because of, as Mandy just said, because of what Disney is, we pretty much just guessed about Reva. We guessed the whole thing. She's going to be this. She's going to do that. That's going to happen, and it all came to pass. And so when we was talking about this before Kenobi came out, and we called it down the in line straight away because it's Disney, we know what to expect from this shit now. And they said, "Oh, we need to come up with a good marketing strategy." I know, racism.
Oh yeah, that's a big ticket winner right there.
Yeah, we need to promote this as everybody's being racist towards this black actress because the bigotry of low expectation and all.
I don't know if they're ever going to be stopping that era of feigning controversy ahead of like the shit coming even out because they know it's going to underperform. But I guess maybe they need to try making things look like in the trailers something that people would like. Maybe then they'll get more engagement.
Were you a Barbie girl, Mandy?
Yes.
In a Barbie world.
Yes. I played with Barbies all growing up, and like I said, up until I found out that like Amy Schumer had a chance in it, I was really excited about it because Barbie is I play while you guys are playing with GI Joes and stuff. I was playing with Barbies, so it. But see,
still am.
Did America have Action Man? I remember Action Man.
Yeah, we had Action Man and we had Action Force before we had G.I. Joe.
Were G.I. Joe's the ones with the dicky on them that you could break off? Because I broke those off of my brothers.
Why would you do that?
Excuse me?
The little cod piece. Yes, and they're
they kept breaking.
Yeah.
I think my bazooka. That is definitely a euphemism. I think my bazooka, I think, and my red shadows, which came with the bendy arms and legs, I think they got.
Don't forget Stretch Armstrong, a true hero.
I never had a Stretch.
You
never had a Stretch Armstrong? Wow.
They were awesome.
Yeah, man.
Till they came back and whacked you after you drug it around the house, around corners and stuff, and then you let it go and it come back at you.
It did what?
It'd whack you.
It would do anything you want as.
Yeah.
Use Stretchy.
Maybe I should have got a Stretch Armstrong.
Absolutely, yeah.
Stretch it around the house. Because I've heard. I am slightly intrigued to watch the Barbie film. I must confess. After this whole Ken business, and if you look at it from a certain lens, that this film is actually based as fuck.
You have to make a promise if ever you watch it. Okay, you understand? You have to agree before I even tell you what it is.
Yeah, because I have one too. It may be the same as MauLer, but I have a condition too.
If you enjoy it, never tell anyone. Is that?
No. I want you, if you enjoyed it, I want you to tell everybody.
Okay. Sure.
Look at that. That's trust. He's agreeing. He doesn't even know what I could say. Like you have to run around naked in the city.
No, I don't have to agree to it. Yeah, sure. Okay. That's even better.
My condition is, if ever you watch it, I want you to record you don't have to record the screen, record your reaction, because I know there are parts of this movie that are going to make you want to kill yourself.
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll tell you what, if I do, because I'm not going to go to the cinema, because there's only two ways that a man can watch the Barbie film at the cinema: on their own when they look like a raving pedo, or with a guy and they just look gay. Oh look, the gay couples come to the cinema to see Barbie.
Or if you take an inflatable girlfriend.
If I do watch it when it comes on to streaming, then I will record the whole process with the cam on.
And then you can chop it up for the funny bits.
And I will be straight down the line. No BS. No, I'm going to try and keep a straight face. I'm going to control my emotions. I will watch it like I watch a film. And that promise. Pinky swear and all that.
Are you going to wear pink while you watch it?
No, naked.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even better.
It's technically pink, pink skin.
Yeah. We're all pink underneath, right?
We're all pink on the inside, Mandy.
Do y'all not have drive-ins? Because I don't know. You might look even creepier sitting at the drive-in watching one. Because I go to.
We don't have drive-ins. This is the UK. It rains 99% of the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a giant tent.
Yeah.
And then it kind of just defeats the purpose.
Yeah, we have these concrete tents with theater screens in. They're called cinema.
That's fancy.
Pretty neat, yeah.
I know.
Down here, we just sit in our car. We just watch it in our
car. Nearly 400 million after 4 days, Well,
so what do you think explains it if it manages to maintain its legs? Like, what do you think it means?
I 100% think this is going to do over $1 billion. I don't think this is going to have a steep drop. I think.
Neither do I. And
I think this is going to do 1.2, 1.3 billion.
What did Mario do?
I think 1.2.
So you think it's gonna rank up there with what Mario made?
I think it could. Yeah, as MauLer said earlier, I think this could be the biggest film. It might do 1.4, 1.5. It has got off to a rocket, and unlike Doctor Strange, for example, which came out after No Way Home, which did all the money, so it got good legs off that. I think this is going to have good legs. I don't think there's going to be that huge drop off. So this has the opportunity to do a lot of money, a lot. And of course, because it's Hollywood, they're going to take the wrong message from that. They're going to be like, feminism sells. And then there's going to be 50,000 ultra woke feminazi movies go into production, which are going to come out in 3 years' time when all of this is just dying down and hopefully we're getting back to some sort of normality. Boom! Intersectional feminism wave of movies bombing at the cinema.
Maybe. I mean, you could be right. I feel like it's more of with so many mixed reviews, everybody's going to be kind of going to it now that might not have, just to try to see what their opinion is. Kind of like, is this dress gray or is it blue or gold or blue or whatever type thing. So you may be right. I mean, I hate that because I'm a big fan of the Mario movie. So I kind of wanted that one to kind of, stay up there because there was none of that. It was just a good movie, but you're probably right, which is, sad to me.
No, because I don't want any.
A little bit sad because you're right. They're going to start making all of these feminism movies and look how good it did. People love this feminism thing we got going. See, it's not dead. This is feminism's just beginning, and it's like, oh hell. This
money is purely on the brand of Barbie. That's what it is. That's where this money's coming from. Mm-hmm. It's purely on the brand, nothing more. They're not going to see. It's not a huge predominant audience going to see Ryan Gosling. It's not a huge predominant audience going to see Margot Robbie, or for the intersectional feminist message. It's brand. So they will take the wrong message from this, I'm sure, which is great because that's what Hollywood does.
Yeah.
God bless him. I saw Oppenheimer. There wasn't a lot of pink in it.
Oh.
Aw.
Wasn't a lot of anything but a bunch of crackers. No, I went to Oppenheimer and I have just be honest. I wasn't looking forward to seeing it particularly. I haven't been a fan of Nolan's stuff from Interstellar onwards. I found it boring and self-indulgent. And so I was going to Oppenheimer with a couple of my mates because I had been dragging them to see the shit movies with me. So this was my chance to return the favor a little bit. And it is pretty much on the nail, 3 hours long, which is a long film. And I thought it was fantastic. I really did. I thought it was fantastic. That it's got Nolan issues as regards to sound. The music just being way too high in certain segments when you're trying to listen to what people are saying. Sound effects going everywhere that you just, we're trying to listen to what they're saying. But it was very intriguing, very well done. And there isn't, because of the whole nature of the film, there isn't a lot of females in it. There isn't a lot of people who got, all this diversity nonsense. Because of the nature of the film, there's only like 2 main females in it, which is Florence Pugh and Emily Blunt. The acting was fantastic, pretty much across the board. The actor that stood out as overplaying their hand too much was Emily Blunt.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Really?
Yeah, which is really kind of surprising because I do like her, everyone was just, the acting was absolutely stellar in this. They were fucking out. Robert Downey Jr. is phenomenal. Cillian Murphy, whichever one you want to pronounce it as, I'm not sure. He was I would be amazed if he does not get an Oscar nod for this.
Well,
same with Robert Downey Jr. If they can get Oscars, that is.
He's been in shit tons of Nolan films, and every time he turns up in anything, he always does a good performance. So it is kind of one of those like, maybe he should get an Oscar for something. And it seems like this is the role for it,
Oh, Matt Damon was absolutely superb. This is just it. Matt Damon was superb in this. I actually leant across to one of my mates during the film and just went, Matt Damon is fucking amazing. But when you get a little bit more Robert Downey Jr. towards the end of the film, he is just... But Cillian Murphy just absolutely nails it. All the performances so good. Cinematography is so good. The score is unbelievable. It's amazing. And I don't know. I mean, if you would say, hey, let's go to the cinema tomorrow and watch Oppenheimer, bit heavy to go back and watch it again for 3 hours, and but I might watch this again. But it is one of those films you're just like, I've seen it, I get it. 3 hours. It is quite long, but it is very good. Does it have that rewatchability of it? I don't know. Maybe in a couple of years' time on 4K.
Not every film has to be, though, right? Like that's not.
That's just it. That's not a criticism of the film. It's not a criticism of the film. There's plenty of films which I think are amazing, but I'll only ever watch them once. I always sort of call upon Requiem for a Dream as an example of that.
Oh, that movie messed me up.
Yeah, but it's kind of that movie's really heavy. This has got a lot of heavy material in it, but it's done really well indeed. And I didn't, even though it is 3 hours, I didn't really feel the 3 hours. It felt long for sure, but if I'd take all my times away from me and said, how long do you think that was? I'd probably say 2.5 hours. Maybe.
Because you didn't have popcorn.
I did not have popcorn.
That was the problem. If you would have had popcorn.
That was your fuck up,
I did have a nice reclinable chair though.
That's nice.
If I wanted to snooze, I could have just, just gone for it.
Do you take a blanket with you?
Sure.
And cuddle up like a little bug?
Sure. I actually bring a onesie.
Like a snuggie?
And I just get changed in the cinema itself.
Oh, I like that. Does it have the little buttons on the back that pop down like the little
If I need a poo.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. That
It's got a you got your poo window, and then you got your pee window. Yeah. And so if I'm like, can we pause the film? I need a poo.
There you go.
Because when you're pooping, you don't want to
coffee.
think about a movie. You know, you want to. So
you want to be in the moment.
You know, and that can be annoying when different people want to poops at different times. You have to keep pausing. You have to keep waiting. But I think that's good. That's looking after the audience and
exactly. It's it's a nice thing to do.
They're planning on installing a vomit window. A lot of people have been using the P one for the vomit one, but I think they're going to get a third window now. So that's cool.
Nice. About time.
I was going to say it does feel like a bit of an oversight there, but they're fixing it up. So
good. That's good to know. I'm the only one that carries a blanket with me, ain't I? It's just me, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That sounds like a womany thing. I carry a latte with me.
The men don't ask for much except the 3 windows. I think that's about it.
You and your latte, that's very fancy with your lattes. It's
a coffee with lots of hot milk.
Yeah, very fancy.
That's all it is. Got a great name though. So yeah, if you have 3 hours to spare and you want to see an interesting story about a guy wrestling with his love of quantum physics versus
I recommend Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Yeah,
exactly. Now, socialism is a charged word right now.
We could learn a lot from insects.
Eat the bugs. Eat the bugs. So yeah, it was. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I did thoroughly enjoy it, and I didn't think I would. Because I did say to my mates, I said, I'm not trying to be, and I did say to a chat on the stream the other day, I said, I'm not trying to be sensationalist or anything, but if I'm getting bored during Oppenheimer, I'm just going to turn to my mates and say, I'll see you in the cafe. I'll be in the cafe drinking coffee. But I didn't. I was engaged and engrossed. The only thing, like I mentioned, the only thing that took me out of the moment in the film was when he fucked up the sound. And I've
heard from a couple people that's the case, yeah.
And that's the only thing. Otherwise, I would have been really engrossed. Really engrossed.
Tenet, I've heard it about. I say I've heard it. I heard it literally with Dunkirk. Like, it's something about Nolan. I don't know what it is. His sound mixing. He always fucks something up. Even Dark Knight Rises, right? Everything to do with Bane's voice. They went through like several versions because it kept fucking up. No one could hear what he's saying. Yeah,
they showed the opening scene at the IMAXs, didn't they? And people were criticizing they couldn't hear what the fuck it was saying.
I just don't. They such a seasoned veteran auteur director who's making those kinds of mistakes is so strange. But yeah, there you go.
I mean, I'm sure he'll say they are choices.
Liberate.
Yeah, they are choices. But we do need to hear what's going on. And particularly with a film like Oppenheimer, where the dialogue is meant to be the clever thing here. You know, it is meant to be the thing that you're paying attention to. When you're suddenly in a scene, and yes, there are people around, and yes, there's going to be noise, but that's movie magic for you, that you turn down that noise so you can focus on what they're saying. And you are struggling. I literally, at one point, had to do this. I did.
You walk right up to the screen.
Yeah, I literally walked right up to the screen and went, and people were going, sit down! What? Come here.
And then someone in the audience was like, Mr. Sir, what are they saying? And then as they speak, you start saying it. Like,
David, I want you to go to the physics lab.
I'm bad. I'm good. Bomb maybe.
And get the plutonium isotopes.
Plutonium.
And then I got a...
Thank you, sir. Doing a service.
Thank you. Yeah. Or they should have had one of those people stand on the side of the stage doing...
You wouldn't know what
and
they
then
were
you'd be
saying.
like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't sign! So then everyone can get even more frustrated because now we can't hear, and that fucker's distracting us in the corner of our fucking eye.
We get a translator for the translator.
Did you see the... when in the I might try and find it in a bit, but when the world went crazy in 2020, when the world went mad and somebody decided to take a bit too many drugs and a thing happened all in America, they when they went through their woke hiring practices off the charts to compensate immediately afterwards, did you see when they hired that black female signer for one of the I think it was senators or something, and she couldn't do it. She
Not
hadn't
a
got
clue.
So they're
She
just,
had no clue.
She's making
I
fucking
remember
shit up.
that. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's pretty funny. Did she get like jail time for that or anything, or was it just a meme? Like,
No, I don't think she got jail time, but she eventually got.
so funny.
It was the police.
If I was the
Nate
judge
Scott
on
said
that,
it was the police department. It was that. Yes. It was the police department. Yeah. She was just
like,
saying,
imagine being the judge on that case. How do you punish a lady like that? You're like, that's so funny.
I think the police department was making a statement. I think it was a statement they were making, and she's just there going. And it was like the most basic of signs. And I think I watched the thing where a guy is translating what she's saying. Somebody's translating what they're saying, and it just doesn't make fucking sense.
No, it was gibberish. It was as gibberish as signs can be. It made. I mean, she was just. I mean, it was just the most ridiculous signs ever. It was so bad and so funny. Oh my god! How did she even get up there? Like, who said you're the one? You're the one to do it. I mean,
whoever they were, give them a raise.
Right?
Because if that was their last day just imagine that was their last day at work. This is my last day. I'm retiring. This is my last day at work. And then that person comes in, totally unqualified, totally unprepared, and you go, got the job.
Yeah.
I would do that.
That must have been it, right? That had to have been the situation. Because it was so bad.
We got breaking news coming in. Breaking news coming in. There has been a sighting of a wild nerdrotic somewhere in the area. I'll keep you posted.
We have our net gun ready to grab him.
If I have people on the case right now to see if we can drag a wild catch it and drag a wild neurotic in. It might happen during a stream. Can't promise anything, but it might. Keep you posted, chat. Keep you posted.
Struggle. He's gonna struggle against it.
he will eat his way through the net. Coming back from San Diego. He's ready to run. Yeah, I would do that though. I would do that, Chaos. I'd say I would actually keep her. Even if she got rumbled.
You'd keep her on. You'd be like, oh wow.
Yeah, if like somebody said, I'm an expert in sign, and what they were saying was absolute gibberish. I'll go, how fucking dare you? How dare you? You are a fucking disgrace. Carry on and keep just take it to the next one.
I like that idea.
We're looking for a child murderer. She's just there going, sex in cups is great. Just like, what? How dare you challenge my strong woman? How dare you? You a racist? No? Then do it. I'd had two. I'd have one either side.
Oh, even better. So
one either side. And they're both just saying fucking weird shit.
So it would never even
paper
match
towels up your bum are great.
What do you mean? You said weird shit.
Oh, I said up the bum. Okay.
That sounds like a Tuesday to me.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Certainly is. So yeah, Barbie is a yay or a nay?
Yeah, it's a 50-50 mixed bag. You'll enjoy plenty, but some of it maybe not.
So
Yeah.
Oppenheimer, on the other hand, is just
yeah. So we
balling.
got a Barbie. Hold on, a Barbieheimer.
Yeah.
I've got a Barbieheimer going on. But after like QBG and Gary both saw Oppenheimer, and I don't think either of them were particularly impressed.
No.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And because I wasn't even, I wasn't particularly looking forward to seeing it, and then seeing that, I was like, ooh.
Have we gotten Drinker's take on it yet? Has he put out his video?
Don't think so.
All right. Well,
Don't think so. No, he's I better not say, just in case you don't want people to know. Yeah,
exactly.
he's doing some stuff. He's doing some stuff at the moment. So who knows? But yeah, Barbie is doing all the cash at the cinema. But that said, Oppenheimer is doing phenomenally well as well. Certainly in comparison to what's been going on.
Is that above projections, Oppenheimer?
Yeah, I'll have a look in a sec. It is. There's no projection yet. Okay, there's no projection because it may be too soon. But 180 worldwide, 82 domestically, and it hasn't had its Monday added yet. Barbie's had its Monday added. Oppenheimer hasn't had its Monday added. So 82 million weekend. I mean, that's crushed pretty much everything apart from Mario and Barbie.
Right.
Yeah.
So this could. I don't know if it's good. I don't think it's going to have the legs of Guardians. I don't think it's going to have the legs of Miles Morales. But it certainly had a better opening than them. And again, it's only 3,600 cinemas compared to the 4,000 plus that a lot of the stuff's coming out.
Right.
So it's doing exceedingly well. I don't know if like I said, there is mixed word of mouth though about Oppenheimer. There is mixed word of mouth, and that could have an effect on its longevity.
That's true. And what was it rated? What was the rating on it? Was it
it's in the UK? It's rated 15.
15?
So I think it will be R rated in America, but not red band.
Right.
I think, don't you have like an R red band and just an R?
No, I think that's just rated R, but I may be wrong. I don't know.
I don't know how the rating system
I haven't
works.
been carded for a movie in quite some time, so I don't really know. I know that like a lot of parents aren't going to take, you know what I mean? Just the context of it. A lot of parents wouldn't take their kids to see that movie, so it's on its own. You know what I mean? Where Barbie PG-13. Mario was all ages. This one's kind of, on its own. Oh, they're saying RX and then XX.
Okay, I think it's R. I think it's R rated in the US. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Sound of Freedom is currently on 124 million, and that's only domestic because there isn't an international release at the moment.
Well, and every time you mention that, it's worth mentioning the budget, right?
$14 million budget. 14, and it's been on the shelf for nearly 5 years.
Wow.
Because it was made through Fox, and then Fox were bought by Disney. Disney kept it on the shelf, didn't carry the option over. It got bought by by Angel Studios, or they picked up the license, whatever. And it released it, and it's now doing 124 million, which is absolutely freaking insane.
Have y'all seen this?
No, it's not out internationally. The only way we could see it is with our friend Captain Jack Sparrow. I would personally like to, if it comes onto streaming services, because Showcase Cinemas in the UK have said that they have no plans for it, but to stay tuned, because they were trying to play the game as we don't know if it's got a UK release. It does have a UK, license, whatever. It does. Because they have commented that they have picked up an international license and which does include the UK. So if it doesn't come out in the theaters in the UK, I'm hoping that at the very least it comes out on streaming services, and I definitely will watch it through there. Because if I'm going to watch it, I'd want to support it, by purchasing a ticket or purchasing a a strum instead of watching it with my mate Captain Jack Sparrow and not contributing.
What a lad he is. I hear a lot of people hang out with him.
Yeah,
He gets around so fast.
So popular, so popular. You know.
Some people saying there's a September the 1st UK release, and it's on Prime in the UK. I'll check. I'll have a look.
Right.
So, Sound of Freedom UK release date. Let's have a look. 31st of August in the UK.
Oh, nice. So not too much longer.
Nice. Yeah. So we will get it at the end of August. I will go to the theaters and see it. And yeah, I like Jim Caviezel. I mean, I don't think this is one of those films you're just like, yeah. But,
is this a popcorn film though?
My kid.
Just curious.
He's being traffic jammed in the sexy time trade.
You say this like that's not entirely normal.
Right? He acts like it's not every movie that people are eating popcorn and stuff in. Like this is like people go to the movies and say, now is this the one I should have popcorn or
I should have a serious snack with it.
Look, a serious snack. I'll take some celery, some rice cakes for this movie.
I should have an apple.
Yeah. No, because it's going to
be disrespectful. I have to think through.
What is a soft food that you can take that's respectful? Butter.
You have a plate of butter.
A plate of butter. That's a good one.
That's a serious.
Because even if you get celery,
it is a crunch. There's a
crunch.
There is a crunch.
But now all I can think about is celery and hummus.
Yeah. It would have to be something quiet, right? Like Jell-O. Jell-O's a good one. It's a very quiet food. It just jiggles a little bit. So nothing wrong with a little jiggle.
Bonus.
Oh, no. Yeah. No. Mm-hmm. I can see the chat are quite happy with the little jiggle. Sorry.
I'm just saying.
Sorry. I shouldn't make you laugh, but that just encourages them for more.
Mashed potatoes.
I can't look. This you
quiet food.
Too many carbs and too many sugars. You're talking here.
Oh,
I can't.
Well, now you're adding all of that to it too. I'm never going to be able to come up with something.
You can have all the hummus and apples and popcorn and jiggly fucking jelly to your heart's content.
The loudest food I can conjure up.
But I'm just saying, there are certain films where I think, I don't think popcorn's appropriate for this movie.
I'm too highbrow for such corning pops.
I'm here watching a movie about sensible things and sensible people doing sensible stuff. I don't think it's proper and right in any capacity whatsoever for me to consume the popcorn, the corn which has been popped, either sweet or the salty variety.
I would gladly have some unpopped corn.
Yes. I would hold it in my hand. Yes. Hold it in my hand.
No interest in the food of the peasant.
No. I will have unleavened bread.
I will have a nice sody pop.
No. I shall have water which has been taken from the vessel of the spring of Solomon.
You sound like Bill Cosby.
What?
I haven't drugged or raped anyone in my life.
You don't have to sound like that.
Well, there was this one time. Anyway, don't need to talk about it. He was totally asking for it.
Exactly.
Don't. That's.
It's very posh. You sounded very, very posh, like the kind of guy that wouldn't buy me popcorn at the theater if we went.
All right.
This is.
If I took you to Barbie, we're going to see Barbie together, and you went, can we get popcorn? I go, yeah, Mandy, we can get popcorn, right? If we went to the cinema together and we go off to see Oppenheimer because I saw Barbie, so you're now watching Oppenheimer, okay? And you go, hey, can we go get some popcorn together? I slap you across your face.
Oh, no,
well, then we'd have to go straight home because we're done with this movie. Now I'm aroused. Movie? What movie? You done started something now. now it's. Now
I heard
showtime.
Oppenheimer was a bawdy comedy.
I don't think that is that can't be right.
Mm.
I think it's hilarious.
Bill Cosby. Yeah.
That can't be right.
And if we go see Sound of Freedom, and you say, "Can we get some popcorn?"
Go on.
Yeah, that's that one. I almost agree with. That one I almost agree with.
I will stand up in the theater and shout at somebody during Sound of Freedom if they're eating popcorn.
But now make sure you record that, because because somebody's gonna have popcorn. So somebody is gonna do it, and I'm gonna need to hear you yell at them for it.
Nobody had popcorn in Oppenheimer.
Nobody
You are
know of. They could have
lying.
given stealth corn. You never
No,
know.
I went row by row before we started. Row by
did
row.
not.
Mhm.
Somebody in there had popcorn.
I frisked everybody.
You demanded they remain naked.
Arms
too,
up.
With no hidden.
On the lady, you have to get behind the lady, and you don't grab the babages. You go under the cup and you go. That's what you do. That's what you do to check. That's what you do to
Booby
check.
inspector.
Yeah, and there was no popcorn anywhere. And that's just the dudes that I was doing. There was no popcorn anywhere. None. But in Barbie...
Stealth corn is hard to find, just saying.
That is true. That is true. Stealth corn is the hardest to find. You really got to get up in there to look for that. That sounded so wrong.
Yeah.
That sounded
you got salty, did you?
I see what you did there. That sounded wrong, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some popcorn for Sound of Freedom now.
Good. Make a stand. You know what I mean?
I've been to the cinema a lot recently because there's been a lot of stuff, and I've been to the cinema a lot recently. Mission Impossible was the only film where I allowed myself an allowance of popcorn.
Wow,
that's fair.
Dude, that film is very serious.
And every time I just waited till it got quiet to eat it, though. When it was like nothing. As soon as it went, I'm in an important moment right now.
That's how you do it. You're doing it right, sir.
What if the movie was about how popcorn was taking over and killing people? Would you then continue to eat it?
Oh God, yeah. I'd be fucking. I would be turned on.
Like, I'm on team popcorn.
Yeah.
Take over.
Sorry, Tom. Your time's up. Love you, man. Batshit crazy, but I love you. But I'm on team popcorn.
That makes sense.
So, why is the next film to come out?
Snow White, right? That's the next big one. I'm excited about that. Oh, that's next year. They're gonna make me wait till next year for that winter.
I think so. Yeah, they think they're just going to post production. Snow White 2024.
No, I was so excited.
22nd of March. 22nd of March.
What?
You're gonna have to wait for Snow Brown and the 7 Seattle Baristas. 22nd of March. The Equalizer comes out in September. Equalizer 3. Denzel. Blue Beetle, 18th of August. As a comic book writer, Mandy, Blue Beetle, you got all the excite?
No.
What? How? This is the most anticipated movie, I think.
This is a film about brown people and the Southern American voice, apparently.
No, this is not. This wasn't even a comic that I was into. Like, I know. Like, this was not one that I was like, yeah, new Blue Beetle's out. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, no, I've so given up on them to come out with anything worth a crap. So I'm pretty much expecting it to be my ass, basically, you know, just pretty much. It's, you know, I'm about as excited for it as I am the Marvels, you know. It's just like,
I'm very excited.
Are you really excited for it?
Oh Yeah. Tell you, do you know who's more excited than me?
Who?
My accountant.
Oh.
He is just frothing at the mouth. He's like, when is it gonna be November? Molly, Blue Beetle.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh my god! I just don't think it's a. I don't think in general it's a popular enough character for that many people to care about. I think it's gonna flop. I think it's
It's not
gonna be
even-
a massive flop.
Again, it's a derivative Blue Beetle as well. It's not even Ted Cord. It's derivative Blue Beetle. So it's not even Ted Cord Blue Beetle.
do you know, part of what's going to annihilate it along with all the others is that they worked so hard over the years to make the superhero movie experience to be all about what comes next, to be all about like just this combination of flurried tone, this like thing of you got to recognize this, got to know this and this from this thing and adapt to this thing. It's like all of that stuff is now like tacky and nobody really cares about it. So like, and this movie doesn't even have those things. It's practically got nothing that can prop it up. Because you know, you can say like the Marvels, like what does it go? It's like, I guess it's part of the MCU. Someone might recognize Captain Marvel's. Like Blue Beetle, the only thing will be the people who actually know the character. But like for anybody who thinks he's popular enough to have that work out for him, like I'd never heard of him. Like I was like, what the fuck is Blue Beetle? It's like
Thank
this
you.
hero does stuff. It's like,
Yeah,
okay. And like, look at Shazam. That had a whole other movie. So he had recognition before that film, plus another film, crashes and burns. It's like, look at that's Blue Beetle's future. That right there.
oh my god!
We'll get to it, Kyle, but I just wanted to quickly give that a big thank you because it dropped. So we'll get to that. Don't worry, we'll get to that super. We'll answer that. Yeah, look, I have really not given a shit about the DC EU, and James Gunn is doing zero to make me give a shit about the DCU. Because Blue Beetle is now apparently in James Gunn's DCU. Make sense of that. A film he had nothing to do with, that isn't part of his vision, is now in his universe.
I thought it was that the character is, the film isn't.
Well, okay, you are correct. But still, if you are bringing out a film with that character and then potentially taking Solo to do Blue Beetle in his universe, then people would be quite right in assuming that Blue Beetle movie therefore is part of the James Gunn universe. I
think it's like he's doing all this to reduce confusion, right? To say like, oh, this isn't part of this. This is all new, and it's like, how the fuck is this going to help?
Because the Flash, I mean, nobody gives a shit about spoilers, for fuck's sake. But the Flash did nothing, zilch, to sort out the universe malarkey.
No,
nothing.
Yeah, there was the expectation that he was going to be that he was going to start up the timeline that reset everything.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't happen.
No,
got some weird shit, completely different weird shit instead.
Yeah, we got fucking George Clooney as Batman.
Yeah, we're closer to seeing Arnie in the DC movies than we are to understanding the beginning of James Gunn's DC world.
Did you see The Flash, Mandy?
No, I'm not watching that trash.
That is the right answer.
There is no way I was gonna even attempt to go watch that.
Like how what you just said is apparently the attitude of 99% of humanity too. Like that's I'm not watching that trash.
That film, I think The Flash, the last time I checked, was on 267 million worldwide. Worldwide. Oof. And it's done. It's already out to purchase on streaming services. Wow. Nobody gave a shit. Nobody. And just think it hasn't moved. It's still on 267 million worldwide. Yeah. Currently bringing in on July the 20th, Thursday, July the 20th, it brought in an average of $71 per theater. I think I've spent over 71. Well, definitely over $71. I've spent over was £71 today, buying 3 cinema tickets for 3 people, and then going to Nando's afterwards for some butterfly chicken. That's 107 million domestic. That's all it managed to scrounge up.
So what's that, like 3 people per theater? About the average of about 3 people?
I think the average ticket price now in America is what? $15? So it's about 5 people, average of 5 people a theater a day.
I think I pay like $18.50 is about the average. About $18.50.
Okay, let's say 4 to 5 people.
That's sad.
3 people, 4 people, and a weird Barbie.
That is so sad. But yeah, I mean, nobody's excited about it. Nobody wants to see it. They just kind of, I don't know. They just kind of want them to stop.
This is the weird thing.
And they won't.
It did more. Oh, no. I thought I was 170 from in there. But look at that. I mean, jeez. That is. If I was James Gunn, I would be shitting myself.
Dude, imagine like the meeting where they're like, your movies are going to do way better than this, right? And he's like, yes.
Yeah. What have you got coming up after Superman? The Authority? All right.
And then someone on the board is like, what's The Authority? And he's like, I'm not even sure.
Yeah, it's like, imagine if you did sort of like The Boys, but Superman and Batman are gay. Okay. Looking forward to it. Can't wait.
Wow. I'm really excited for that. Wow. Yay. Oh my God. Why don't they just stop at this point?
I think it's one of those, like, it's like a runaway train. You hit the brakes and we're skidding for like 2-3 years.
Right. It's literally like they're gluttons for punishment. Like, oh my God, just stop at some point. Quit. Nobody's buying into it anymore.
So The Authority's great. It might be. I know it's Mark Millar. We had Mark Millar on the show last week. It's Mark Millar. Where I'm coming from with The Authority is nobody knows who the fuck The Authority are.
No comment on the quality of the original stuff.
Nobody knows who
I have no idea how good Blue Beetle is. But like, I don't know how much difference that's going to make when nobody goes to see it.
Yeah, Mark Millar wrote it. So I've got no doubt that his Authority is actually good. Mm-hmm. But we're not talking about his. Because this isn't Mark Millar's Authority. This is James Gunn's vision of the Authority. And we know how people's visions shape the way that things are. And we also know that we're living in current day. So, but I think the most important aspect is the fact that nobody knows who the Authority is. Nobody outside of a niche comic book audience, nobody knows who it is. Mm-hmm. And that is a big thing when that's your second movie of your run. Not even Batman second. Not even his Batman is second. It's the fucking Authority. I think Gunn's setting himself up for failure big time. I really do.
We shall see.
Well, if the Flash can't get bums into seats.
Yeah, I know.
Do you think the Authority is characters nobody's ever heard about?
It was a surprise to them that Keaton Batman isn't able to bring it in either. So maybe he would if it was just like actually his movie. We never got to see that tested out.
No, but look what happened. Jupiter's Legacy, Netflix TV show.
Yeah.
It was
canceled, right?
Got cancelled after the first season. I actually watched the first episode. Thought it was pretty good. Mm-hmm. But again, that's Mark Millar. That's why I said Jupiter's Legacy. That's Mark Millar. But I got one season done at Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
This is why? Was it the quality of the show? I don't think so, because I think the show was okay in quality. But I think it was, again, people didn't know who these characters were. and therefore there's no real investment in them to go see. The authority is going to be the same. If you're asking normies to turn out to superhero films, that's who you're asking to turn up, not a niche audience like us.
Right.
Who at least may have heard of the authority, even if we haven't read the authority, at least heard of them. But we are a niche audience. And films like this, on budgets like they give them, they need normie audiences huge. They need Barbie audiences. I think it's good luck. Good luck. But I think in regards to James Gunn's DCU, Blue Beetle, it's currently projected on its opening domestic weekend to do 12 to 17 million. It has a budget of 120 million, meaning that it has to hit somewhere in the region of 300 million to break even. And its opening domestic weekend, 12,
Holy
17.
crap.
The reason why we usually go for break even as like a thing is because even after break even, like even if it made 50 million on top of that, that's not a great result for the company. They'd be like, but we're saying it's probably not even going to get anywhere near breaking even.
Yeah. We keep saying, but it's true. They don't make movies like this to make 10 million profit.
Or to break even.
Or to break even. Or to lose money. They do them to, double the money, double the investment, this kind of business. I don't understand how you give Blue Beetle 120 million budget. I don't understand.
No.
No, yeah, it's that should be a low budget one that you can nail with like really good writing, but they don't do experiments like that anymore. They do crazy, stupid, unsafe, like nonsense experiments instead. Advocating all the way through phase 4, we should have had a bunch of low scale stories.
Remember the budget of Joker?
Yeah. Was I want to say closer to 90 million?
50
million, right.
$50 million budget Joker.
1.1
billion.
Yeah, all companies want that result.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the irony is, of course, Warner got fuck all of that money.
Mm-hmm.
Warner got virtually none of that. That's why Warner have now pushed for the Joker 2, because now it's going to be properly them. But they were just like, nah, you do your $50 million movie over there. And then they got the other, got a bunch of other companies to like do it all, and it just comes under. So Warner got like fuck all cut out of that. I think like 25%. I think it's like 25% cut. Tops. If they got, I might have thought it might be much lower, but absolutely. But $50 million budget, 1.1 billion turnover. That's that is obviously an anomalous one, but it happens. Blumhouse, they put out $10 million movies and they turn over 150, 200 million. You can
put out 100 of them if one of them is hyper successful.
Mm-hmm.
What do you need?
How'd you give fucking derivative Blue Beetle? Again, Blue Beetle's another character. Guess what? Normies haven't a fucking clue who that is. Mm-hmm. Whether it be Ted Cord or not, they haven't a clue who it is. 120 million budget. Just burn your money. It would cost you less to burn your money.
They might as well at this point.
And then Aquaman 2 after.
Oh my god. That one's going to be a rude awakening.
I know,
right?
Aquaman 2. I don't see it doing. I know that the first Aquaman did over $1 billion. I haven't seen it. I don't know. I can't attest to the quality of the film. I ain't seen it. I had no interest in seeing it. But I don't think women are going to turn up to see Jason Momoa again in Aquaman 2. I don't see that.
That one, I guess, I would assume it does better than Blue Beetle and Shazam, but I don't think it's doing good.
I don't even know anymore. I don't even know how
It's
to
hard to
guess the
predict this
box
stuff, yeah,
office for it
'cause
anymore.
This shit fell off real fast.
I thought The Flash was going to do 650, 700.
Mhm.
It's not even. It's going to get nowhere near 300.
No, yeah, it's crazy.
Stop the samosa hate. I like
Meanwhile-
Jason Samosa. Okay, I like Jason Samosa as a guy. Comes across as a really cool guy. I like him, but I don't have any interest in that Aquaman at all. None. You know, just like I didn't have any interest. I have never seen a Fast and Furious movie in my life. Big ups to my boy. I've forgotten his name. You know, the one that
Oh,
Oh.
Walker.
Paul Walker. Big ups to my boy Paul Walker. Yeah, so you know, so I had no interest in seeing Jason Samosa in Fast and the Furious 65.
Yeah.
And with the whole Amber Heard, I don't know. Do you both of you? The question for actually go on Mandy first on this one. Do you think the box office of The Flash had anything to do? People being turned off to go see it had anything to do with Ezra Miller and Ezra Miller's
Yes.
sketchy.
I think he himself has become bigger than the character he's playing. Ezra Miller, his notoriety is now bigger than, say, just your average Flash fan. Yeah, I think there were a lot of people turned off. I think a lot of people are turned off from Aquaman because of them keeping an Amber Heard. I think because people spoke, they don't want to watch any of these weirdos. Once you can't see them as their character, like I can never look at Amber Heard and think of anything other than the fact she's crapping in this guy's bed. Yeah, that's it. I would never think of her or anything else. And the same with Ezra Miller. I can't look at him and separate him as the Flash from some of the weird, just god awful, horrible things he's done. He's himself is now bigger than any part he would play. And at a certain point, maybe some of these, companies will realize that, but I mean, it may not be that many, but I guarantee people that are plugged into Twitter or X or whatever it is now, people that are plugged into that and watch a lot of YouTube and kind of know, even if you're just your average like TMZ reader, you're going to know about it. And it's a turnoff. It's a massive turnoff, I think, anyways.
That's it. That TMZ point's, I think, actually a really good point, because a shit ton of normies listen to TMZ and consume TMZ's products. It is consumable product. And if all they're hearing is Ezra Miller breaks into this place, Ezra Miller chokes pregnant woman, Ezra Miller's cult leader, and then they know Ezra Miller's going to turn up. Yeah, I see it. What do you reckon?
On one hand, I would have said no, that it wouldn't have made a huge difference, because it's such a. I know plenty of people who've never have heard of Ezra Miller or the event. However, of the people who want to go and see The Flash, I feel like a big chunk of them heard about it. Big chunk of them cared about it. Yeah. And so, it would have to have had an effect, especially considering the audience for that film was staggeringly small compared to what I thought it was going to be. Of the people who even considered watching it, apparently there wasn't that even many of that, to be honest with you. And this kind of story would absolutely have gotten to people who are interested in The Flash, especially for Ezra Miller. Any fans of Ezra Miller would be like, what the fuck? And would have been turned off. So, like I said, yes and no, but I would probably settle on yes. But I would obviously, there's so many reasons. It's kind of fascinating to study. There probably will be a documentary at some point, how they burned like $250 million at least, and or something like that. Like how did it happen? It's like, well, it's the era, it's the actor, it's the everything about that movie. By the way, it's awful.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. There are parts I like about the film. There are little parts that I like. I like the Michael Keaton in the silo. I think that whole thing is great. Him fighting in the silo is, well, he's stunt double, but you know what I mean. Batman fighting in the solo is great. I actually don't mind the whole Zod thing dying over and over again. I quite find that amusing, to be honest with you. I think it could be a guilty pleasure for me. That, you see, that's what Mandy, gotcha. We go to the cinema, slap you across the face or I don't, depending on what film you see, right? But I go see the movie. You say I want to go see Barbie. I take you to Barbie. Yeah, pay for the popcorn, I pay for the tickets, right? Now you got quid pro quo. You got to do something for me now. You know, this is where I say, hey, let's go home on our own, nobody else. Put Flash on.
If it started from halfway on.
Yeah, but exactly. You start when he gets to Wayne Manor.
To be fair, I'd like to start with the credits, but you know, everyone has their preferences.
Start at the end credits. You start at the end credits. That's what you do.
Yeah, that seems reasonable, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can't talk.
Oh, well, women don't need to do that anyway.
I gotta listen. I gotta pay attention.
Yeah, you gotta walk into this thing here. Yeah.
Pay attention. I'm out kicking ass, right?
You want to get nuts.
Oh no, don't. That is awful. That line. Remember when he said in Batman 89? Come on, you want to get nuts? If I was the director and I had to do certain things, I'd be like, to the editor, I'd be like, just cut that line.
Just, I know they said we have to keep it in, but just do an accident. Just make an accident.
Oh, it's gone.
Oops. Delete all of it and the source. There are no sources anymore. Oh no.
Oh no.
Big Keaton back to filming. Oh no, he's too busy. Oh no.
Oh no, the movie burned. Oh no.
Oh no, everyone's dead. That's involved in making this. Oh no.
Oh.
Dude, imagine that, like a movie about a serial killer went after bad movie makers.
Oh my God, it'd be busy. It'd be busier than Dexter. You'd have to have like 5 simultaneous kill rooms going. I'll be right back.
I'd make his name Ronald.
Ronald the serial killer.
It's like, oh, Ronnie, have you seen the new? And he's like, oh, who made that? And they're like, all these people. It's like, really bad. And he's like, right. And puts it on a list.
Just goes to cinemas, watches films and goes. And that's it. That's the start.
I'm doing a service.
Waits for the end credits. Directed by. He's off. To do his thing. Wait a minute. Hold on, folks. We're getting some breaking news. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
God.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Good morning.
Morning?
Morning.
Well,
It's morning.
it is 1:30 in the afternoon, Gary, for you, at least anyway.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm alive. So I drove all the way in one night, but it was too late to tell you. So I drove from San Diego to San Antonio, got in at like
What time
4:30.
did it finish for Monday Comic-Con then?
Comic-Con finished Sunday, and then
Right.
we all left. Chris left Sunday night, and I left Monday morning at 8:30. Drove the whole way.
Oh shit!
18 hours. Woo! I
it's
can
only a
do
quick
it.
one, then.
I can't talk, but hi, MauLer.
Hey. I saw Barbie. It was horrible.
It was fucking terrible. Okay. It was terrible, but it wasn't made for us, MauLer.
What did you think
No.
of Oppenheimer, though? I'm actually more interested in that.
Not one of Nolan's best.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say
I haven't seen it yet. I'm just collecting
a
people's
little
thoughts.
bloated. Really good performances. Really bizarre editing. The first hour could have been completely left out, in my opinion. So 6.5. 6.5.
Right, as
I'll never
time
see
to
it
fight
again.
him. Time to fight him. Go.
No, I can understand. I mean, I did also mention the first hour.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I said you could have done not necessarily the first hour, but I personally, because of the full story that was told, I'm okay. I was okay with it. But no, I was actually surprised because I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. Just come today. Just saw it today.
Yeah, I'm not like sorry I watched it, but I'll never watch it again.
Yeah,
I have a feeling I'll feel the same about it.
Yeah, I don't like biopics. I just don't. I think there's 2. I can count 2 that I liked: Ray and Walk the Line. That was it. Like, I'd rather see a documentary. And I didn't think they really went into the science. The acting was brilliant, though. Cillian Murphy was great. Robert Downey Jr. Should probably win an Academy Award, but he's not BIPOC, so he won't be able to do that.
I just want to address this comment. How dare you call Gary a thought?
I mean, he's a bit salty. Come on.
I'm not here to be easy on the eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
How dare you? How? But you're alive, and it was fun.
It was fun. It was tons of fun. We did that panel, which was really unexpected, and ended up being like one of my best con experiences of my life.
Yay!
Is this the panel that Movie Bob refused to participate in because you were on it?
Okay, so he was never going to be on it. He went into a Facebook group and concern trolled everybody. So it was more I misunderstood. It was more of if I was there, I wouldn't go on it. And that was the Everyone's a Critic panel. That they would not.
I was gonna say, I was finding it hard to believe people would invite him places. You know, I was like, really? I don't know.
So yeah, there was another panel that I'll just come out and say it. Like somebody tried to get me on it, and they said no. So, and this guy used to shop at my store. The guy said no. Tells you how. It was the Everyone's a Critic panel.
Well, he lived up to his name.
Yeah.
Really?
There's a certain amount of irony with that one then. Fucking hell.
It's all good. Chris got on it. Paulie Latino Slant got on it. Alan was on it. So we had some good people on the panel. It's all good. I just watched. But yeah, that's still the way it is. It's kind of, well, it's petty. It's petty, but that's what a lot of these critics are. These critics that are going by the wayside now, like movie blobs, and because they're
been by the wayside for like a decade.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
Yeah. Like I don't watch his channel. So do people still watch his channel?
I've never watched a video of his in my life.
There are some people out there, we should study them to some extent, but maybe just leave them be. So like, just have like a documentary observing them, but that's about as far as I'd want to go. Incredible.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe
we've covered him a couple times on EFAB. He is fucking hard to listen to. Like, you'll have sentences that should have been broken up into like 4 sentences. They'll just run on and on and on and on and on really fast. You have to slow him down and pause to even understand what he's saying.
That's unfortunate.
It's just unreal that you've been around for this long and you're still that incompetent at the job. Like, come on. Fully osmosis has taught you something about how to make videos.
Right. Hi, Mandy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I've got my coffee. I'm waking up. I don't mean to bring the show down.
No.
The energy is just.
The energy is. I'm waking up, okay? But I'm glad.
Yay!
Thanks for coming in, subbing. I'm sure. Much
of course. Well, I just kind of told everybody that I was you after going to see the Barbie movie, so I think they bought it. I think they bought that. I'm you now.
Separated at birth.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it worked. So you had fun at the con?
I did. It was great. There was no Hollywood there at all. So there's no Hollywood there, which put more people on the floor. So it was more crowded than I've ever seen it. Downtown was great. So yeah, a lot of it, a lot of partying going on. Those nerds. Like Chris went to. I avoided all this stuff by the way. Chris went to. He was at the Marriott, hanging out with like Billy Tucci and others. And I guess somebody had not a stroke. They had a seizure, and then there was a fight, and then there was. I'm like, freaking nerds, man.
Did these nerds know how to party or what? Right?
They do.
They like to get down. I'm going to my first con this weekend. Actually, I'm going to Tampa Con, so it'll be my first one.
That's a good one. Isn't Graham Nolan going to be there?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, which is going to be awesome to get to meet him.
Our boy,
like in person. It's going to be so awesome. So yeah.
Where in Tampa is it? What dates?
It is the 20. No, I'm going on the 27th, 28th, 29th, and 30th are the actual days of the con. So I always say 27th though, because I'm leaving on that day because I've got a little bit of a drive to hit Florida.
Too. Yeah, I don't like flying, so
And yeah, I don't. I can't imagine trying to fly with all of my books and like prints and everything I'm taking with me and banners and everything. It seems like that would be just too much. So plus, I drive like 90 everywhere I go. So I figure it'll cut some time.
You can in the South, like in the South, you can.
You can, yeah. Nobody's gonna pull me over.
It's like getting out of California. It's like 70. I got to go 70, and then I can go 75 in Arizona, New Mexico. As soon as I hit Texas, it's like light speed.
Oh God, yeah. Like I drove crazy, and like when I hit the Beltway in Texas, that Beltway was wild.
What was your in San Diego? What was your highlight of the con?
Oh, aside from the panel, like I thought, okay, I got to the panel. I'm like, it's indie film. Like, what am I going to say? You know, I know Chris is like, I'm going to sneak you on, dude. Because we weren't going to announce it because it was enough trouble just having freaking Eric on. And I honestly, I let Eric be the lightning rod on that one. And then we just snuck me in at the last minute. But aside from that, it was just walking around, dude. Walking around and freaking shopping and talking to people and getting pulled aside. And I talked to a guy who worked on Dune. We talked about this on F&T, I think. And the reason it was cheaper is because they did pre-visual effects. So Chris asked them, like, how did you do this movie for $100 million or 120? And they're like, oh, we planned. That's all. It's this really radical thing. Then I found out, oh boy, I don't know if I should say it on this one. I said it on the other live stream.
Do it.
Do it, Gary.
I don't know how I feel about this, by the way. I'm pretty happy with Picard season 3 being a one and done, especially with Strange New Worlds. By the way, that's on my radar now. I'm doing a video on that. Dude.
I'm gonna fuck it up.
I'm gonna fuck that shit up. Legacy might be in the cards now.
Aren't they looking to do a GoFundMe?
I'm not sure about that, but I know that Strange New Worlds is not being received well. I know this might come as a shock to people.
What?
Are you not excited for the musical episode?
Apparently, it's not being received well. And
are you not excited for the? Where can I find it? I know I can bookmark this quickly because I responded to it with fucking embarrassing.
Yeah, that was terrible, dude.
Here we go. I don't care.
Bacon.
Let's get struck.
Did you show the bacon thing with Spock? Because we need to that was last week.
Let's do. Oh no, I don't care. We're gonna get struck first. I don't care. I don't care.
We do both.
Here. This is. Oh.
Look how Az is gonna get his stream struck and cause us pain all at the same time.
Yeah. Apparently, I haven't set the audio correctly. Boom. Okay, now I have. Now let's go back. Yeah, so I don't. We'll do the bacon. These just get bookmarked under my fucking embarrassing to the response.
Yeah.
So this is the we have no ideas anymore. Let's copy Buffy's homework type of thing. It's the musical episode. You know the musical episode, the one that all sci-fi fans of Star Trek love.
Oh yeah.
They never copy. There's so much in that episode that there is a reason it happens. They never copy those parts.
Okay. This is because these are fucking lovies. These are fucking theater, musical theater people, right? So the director goes, guys, we're gonna do a musical episode, and then they go, yeah. It's what Uhura says. I actually had to turn this off halfway through because it's what Uhura says that gets me fucking more wound up than the singing. But here, look.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, if we pause enough, we'll save you from being struck.
It's Glee, dude.
No, I want to get struck. I want to get struck so I can fight again. I can send something really acidic to Paramount, who are gonna. I'm just gonna go. Why? You're striking me for writing this fucking dog shit piece of fucking shit crap. Fuck. And then just let that sit for 30 days.
As you can have popcorn with this.
Yeah, if it's a popcorn.
I ain't watching this, man. I ain't watching this, man. Get ready for the cringe.
There's no way this is real.
Oh, this is real. and
They're
this is
not
happening.
doing this.
Yeah.
I will
This
say,
is
what
happening.
a weird decision to make when you're struggling to maintain your fan base.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Because there's
They
loads of
don't
shows do a
think of us
musical,
as
but
their
a lot of
fan
them
base.
don't do a musical to try and bring people in.
No.
A
Oh,
risky
season-
move every time you do it.
Gary, what season is this of Strange New Worlds?
2.
oh my God.
Didn't Scrubs do it in like 5 or something?
Yeah,
so
I
many
think it was.
YouTube-
I think it was
Scrubs
5
was a
for
comedy,
Scrubs.
and B, Scrubs always did surreal stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I didn't like it in Scrubs. I like Scrubs.
No, but I mean, this is meant to be. Once upon a time, Star Trek was intellectual sci-fi.
What?
Now
It's a clown
it's-
show, isn't it?
Okay,
A clown in space or something? That's what I heard.
Yes. Yeah.
so many shows.
is Cirque du Soleil in space.
MauLer said like a bunch of shows, including Buffy, have done musical episodes, but they've like been deep in the season. This was just like, nobody's done a musical Star Trek. Let's do it. I'm like,
Oh, that's not a reason to do it, though.
This doesn't seem like a good idea to me. This seems like a horrible idea.
But we're not talking just songs, folks. We're talking. Oh, you'll see in a second.
Okay.
Dancing routines.
People celebrate with song.
It'd be so funny. I, by the way, am this person to watch Star Trek, the motion picture, Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan, and then this trailer. It's like, wait, what? What happened? And it's like, oh, a few decades. That's what happened.
And this is really real. You're not just. This is why. Why did they? If they just really did, they're like, we're theater. We need to dance, and this is what they did, huh?
yep, this is they have Khan's descendants singing on the bridge of,
Yes.
of the Enterprise, and like
Why not?
Spock never went to Kirk and go, Jim, I just want you to know that we had a musical episode previously with Captain Pike,
Imagine
Khan's little cousin.
Imagine the original bridge of the Enterprise with Bill Shatner, God, genius extraordinaire. Bill Shatner and the rest. Nichelle Nichols as Uhura. Can you imagine what Uhura's going to say coming out of Nichelle Nichols' mouth soon? You'll see.
Do you know the odds of all of us being here at this time?
Do you remember that? Do you remember that in The Next Generation?
Dude, this-
when Geordie LaForge was at the helm and he turns to Picard, he says, "Do you know what the odds are of us being here?"
this is what happens when women take over the Federation,
Yeah.
and the
Everyone
Klingons are going
starts
to come and kill them all as they should.
Yeah.
Look at this
Yes.
fucking boss right here. Starfleet. It's a matriarchy. This is the matriarchy Starfleet. The legacy Michael Obama has left behind. Oh God!
Oh my God.
By the way, I've only seen, one, maybe 2 episodes of Strange New Worlds, but I think I've seen the first 2 episodes, season 1, and I was done.
Oh my God!
This Nurse Chapel can go fuck herself. This ain't anything like Nurse Chapel. I don't know who this stupid bin is, but get the fuck off this ship and suck everyone out.
Yeah, into
Yeah.
space,
Into space. Yeah.
into the vacuum of space.
Hmm.
I mean,
I want all of you dead.
you look
all
at
of you.
Picard season 3, and they had to know, like Terry brought in the thing that they didn't pay attention to at all, and they went, "Oh shit, we have to release stuff after this, and it's going to look even worse."
Anomaly. We said season 3 is Anomaly, and it's Anomaly for a reason. It was made by somebody who loves Star Trek. That's the anomaly.
Akiva Goldsman loves like Coke. I don't even know what this guy has gotten so much fucking mileage off of a really bad movie that he won an Academy Award for. Another biopic, by the way. I couldn't fucking stand. And he's also been responsible for Batman and Robin, like just so much shit. And this guy keeps getting work. You want to talk about like the same old faces and what quote unquote nepotism and the shit in Hollywood. This guy should have been kicked to the curb a long time ago.
You only fail in one direction in Hollywood. Up.
Yeah.
Except Patty Jenkins.
Yep. Exactly.
Improbable. Yet.
Was that
wait, I was gonna say, was that a kiss of diversity? No. Oh, that's good. Yeah. So it is a fucking woman.
Wait, is he gonna make out with? Is that the con?
You can! What? I fucked your granddaughter.
What?
Remember that? Remember in the Wrath of remember in fucking hell, what's
That's
the
why
episode?
Khan's mad at him. Now I understand.
Yeah. Khan's mad because Kirk fucked his granddaughter.
What the?
Why is Khan Noonien Singh so mad at you? Fucked his granddaughter. Up the wrong un. Yeah. Spacey.
Okay,
Thank you.
for one, Kirk looks like he should be a host on fucking G4.
Oh my god.
Look like Kirk.
Attack of the Kirk.
He looks like he should be a host on some fucking Talking Dead or some game show. Like, what the fuck?
She shouldn't even be on the ship.
The new G4, by the way.
She shouldn't even be on the ship. It makes no, but there again, haven't they done a thing where this isn't? Now we know for sure that this is not the prime timeline. This is a complete different time.
Yeah, this is the garbage timeline, and we're all in it, and I blame CERN.
The SJW time.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Space had an orgasm.
Anson Mount, fire your agent right now, dude. In Humans and this, you come off of Hell on Wheels, which is like a freaking really good show.
The space just coomed all over the Enterprise.
it really did. Oh my
Face, neck, and chest.
god.
Face, neck, chest.
Oh,
Just
dude.
space cooned. Just space cooned. Oh.
Oh my god. It makes me wish COVID came back.
I don't wish I had COVID. I wish I had cancer.
This will give us
Watching
cancer.
this.
This will give us all cancer. This is the real pandemic, folks.
We are.
Oh my god, when
Subspace Rhapsody.
dude, this is like
no.
such they totally got this from the Buffy episode, MauLer.
Yeah.
They
They don't know why that was made or how.
They don't
Or
know the
how some of the
context
biggest
of it.
character revelations were in that episode.
It was a great episode, by the way.
Not for
Remember
memes.
when Buffy
Once more, with
sang
Ian.
that she had actually gone to heaven and you pulled her from heaven
Yeah.
back to Earth?
It destroys Willow. You get all the stuff with Spike and Buffy. You get the whole point, right? Is that when you sing you in Buffy as lore, you're letting out shit that you keep to yourself.
Yes.
Yep.
And so it has detrimental effects for basically everybody. There's that part at the end where Sweet, the demon, says like, "What a lot of fun! You guys have been real swell," and like he just says like, "What an awesome time we've had!" Right, and everybody's just fucking sad. 'cause
Yeah,
everything's
miserable.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that's the whole thing, though. That's the beauty of it. It's like the gin. The gin doesn't grant. It's like the rabbit's paw wish type of thing.
I think we
So
should
you-
go.
Well, yeah, and it pokes fun at itself. He says the whole deal is that I'll leave if you give me a bride in the form of Dawn. And then he finds out that Xander was the one that cast the spell, and he's like, "Do I have to be your queen?"
Yeah.
And he's like, I think we'll just skip it this time.
right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Not even on TV. Star Trek can't even get on TV.
Dude, you have to pay for this. This is behind a paywall.
Oh my
They
god.
should pay us. They
I
should
feel like
pay
I
us.
should be paid just for watching that little bit
Yeah.
of it. That was
Hey,
horrible.
Where's my residuals, bitch?
Right?
Stay on strike for the rest of the time.
Forever. Don't come back.
Ever
Just don't
and
come
ever
back at
and
this
ever.
point.
So
Oh.
they'll threaten you with not making more seasons of this, and you're like, oh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that was so horrible. That was
Wait.
so
But
bad.
wait, there's more. Yeah, Mandy, it's the fact that Star Trek. Like, I thought poor Robert Meyer Burnett was going to have an aneurysm when he saw that, and then I had an aneurysm, but I've had so many
Aneurysms for everyone.
Yeah,
Right. That's just so. I can't believe they did that.
I'd rather watch Barbie than that. Okay.
Oh,
I'd
come on
rather
now.
watch anything other
Yeah,
than
come on.
that.
Yeah. I'd rather
Bring
fucking
on
be
Blue
blind.
Beetle. Bring.
Blind's not
bring
enough,
that
guys. You can
girl.
still
Let's,
hear
let's
it.
let's not get crazy, folks. Okay. Everyone's a little bit emotional right now. Okay. Let's not go crazy. Let's just dial it back. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth.
Namaste.
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 Nasty.
Namaste.
Namaste.
I'm
Can
so
we?
glad
Can I get a namaste to do my yoga?
By the way, I'm really happy I made the show. Hi, chat. Hi, guys. I was bummed I was missing this. That's why I drove all night to get home to you. I think that's a song. That's a Cyndi Lauper
I
song.
drove all night to get to you.
Let's talk comics.
That's all right.
Dude, we talked. I mean, you have
I
to.
drove all night. Sorry, what? Sorry, I got carried.
Oh my God, that was better than the singing in the Star
was
Trek. I'll say
beautiful.
that. We had Mark Millar on last week. That was a hell of a show. That was fucking cool. I bought some comics. Hey, did you know this exists? Okay, so because we quit, I didn't know this existed. You got to get the bacon clip. We're not done. We're starting.
Okay. Fuck.
But while you're getting the bacon clip,
Why do you hate me? Oh no, I'm just the only one who's not blocked by Paramount.
yeah. So this is a book that came out last year that because I don't follow Marvel and DC, I didn't know.
Yeah, I had no idea about that.
So this is Alex Ross.
Ooh.
Fantastic Four Full Circle. It's fucking awesome. Oh my God. The art in this is like, it looks like the Fantastic Four. It's really cool. All done by Alex Ross. So I picked this up. I was like, oh shit. I didn't know about that. Went by the 2000 AD booth. Got this.
Oh.
Comic-Con exclusive. The Darkest Judge. Garrett got one too.
Why gotta be dark?
I did get Big Game at the con at the Image booth.
Nice.
Went and got it.
That's a variant cover.
Okay, I got a rare. This Italian Klingon. They only released this in Italy from the motion picture.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Got a black hole figure because I like black holes. Bonus holes too. I bought a stack of these, dude. So these are like Mezco, right? But they're not.
Nice.
So I got Dark Knight Returns. Here. I got this Dark Knight Returns. I got Michael.
God, I found the.
Dude, check this out. So these are, I mean, they're kind of expensive and they're regular action figure size, but they were so cool.
They are nice.
I could
That's
not
cool.
say no. But
I do have the Dark Knight Returns animated Robin, Carrie Robin, and Batman, which is pretty cool.
So I lost this with the store. I got him back.
Lucas.
It's George Lucas. It's Articulate George. So his fingers bend, right? So he used to sit next to my cash register, flipping everybody off with a wad of cash in his hand. So I'm gonna bring him back.
Oh, did you make like tiny little dollars for him to hold?
We did, yeah. We printed out tiny little dollar bills that he's like, yeah.
Oh.
I would have Toy Envy, but I got my robotic Bumblebee.
Bro,
So
you should have been there at the people who made it was HasLab.
Yep.
Had a
Grimlock.
bunch.
Are y'all talking about that robotic Grimlock?
Dude,
I am saving for that. It is so
I've ordered it.
expensive.
what was the
Did
okay?
you
Like
really?
they don't look like Transformers, but they had one that was like doing fucking push-ups. Like you press a button and it's like it's like doing fucking push-ups, like Optimus Prime can dance, you know?
Mhm.
Can do this. So like that, yeah, their
Insane.
HasLab shit was fucking insane, dude. Insane.
RoboSen, yeah.
No
That's the-
sideshow at Comic-Con. They didn't go. That was weird.
Really?
Yeah.
So showing off what you just showed off, would you say that's kind of made you happy? Having a look at these, showing, yeah, okay, good. Because go fuck yourself. We're having a look at Star Trek again.
Oh
Okay.
no.
I also got I have a couple extra Attack of the Docks that we're gonna give away.
Nice.
Nice.
This is Star Trek 2023. Everybody, this is Spock. Just want you to let that sink in for a second. This is who the wonderful R.I.P. Leonard Nimoy made one of the most beloved characters of all sci-fi time. This is the 2023 Spock.
Smoky and salty and sweet and soft and crispy all at the same time. I must have more.
Oh.
Why do I feel nauseated?
I heard about this. I've
Because
never seen it.
you watched a Star Trek clip from 2023 Star Trek.
MauLer.
Oh.
As you know, MauLer and Mandy, the key to a good video sometimes is you hear a clip like, why do I feel nauseated? And it's like unintentionally hilarious.
Yeah.
and
Gonna get added to so many of our videos. It's unreal.
and can be used like sheer fucking hubris, stuff like that, you know.
Well, the
I've
line
been
from
told. So go on.
the line that Scott gives in Quantumania at the beginning, he says, "None of this should have happened, but it
Yes.
did."
But it did. Yes.
You're
But
like,
it did.
Damn, that really applies to this.
Well, apparently, in this episode, from what I've been told, he's meant to be human, fully human in this episode. Something happens where he's fully human. I think they forgot that Vulcans are vegetarians for a start.
Yep.
Well, of course they did, because they never watched Star Trek. But that's just by the by.
But he's
So
half
even if he
human.
went,
How does he turn off the other half of Vulcan, which is a conscious decision, by the way?
well, let's just say, for argument's sake, a
Okay.
magical
Are they
space
saying-
thing.
Wait. Are they saying
makes him-
Vulcans are born without emotion and they aren't taught this? This isn't part of training. Okay.
Well, what I'm trying to say is though,
Yeah.
let's just play their bullshit for a second and say, yeah, magical space dust gets rid of his Vulcan side and he's just fully human. Is that how old Spock in this? About 60-ish years old?
Yeah, he's
65? About 60, 65, let's say. He might be a little bit older than that. Let's just say he's around 60 to 70 years old. That's how a human man at 60 to 70 acts.
Totally.
When dementia sets in, yes. No, they don't even act like that.
No, they get emotional. I can't even.
Oh my god.
Gary, oh, hold on.
It's almost like they're trying.
Gary and hot cousin, yeah, MauLer. It's called MauLer. MauLer. It's MauLer. Nah, I didn't need to cover you more. Yeah, welcome to 2023 Star Trek. I don't even.
It's like they're trying to make us mad. They need something. They need somebody to talk about this. So let's put out the two most cringe clips. It does feel like that because they have nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing.
Well, is that the best? Are they bringing their best to the table, or are they trying to make people mad by bringing their worst? Like,
That's a
Is
good
that the-
question.
if that's the best it's got, like,
If that's your best, stay on strike. Like you don't have a very good argument right now.
Gary, hold that thought, because remember when one of the writers' sign says "pew pew," that would be Star Trek without writers. That is what one of the fucking signs says on the picket line.
bring me pew pew. That sounds much better.
That sounded better than that fucking
Yeah,
two
right?
clips that we saw.
Exactly. I mean, like, I'd rather watch the Orville than that.
Yes, I would too. I
I
have.
mean, wow, that's something. That's something else they got going there.
Oh my god.
And Gary was so excited, showing off all the good stuff that he got, and then you had to drop that, didn't you?
I got a Michael Keaton one too. I got a Jack Nicholson Joker. Yeah, I just went to one booth and bought like all their Batman stuff and then left. That's kind of all I did. Oh, and I got a Time Bandit soundtrack. I'm a nerd. This is the original score, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah. So they don't make very much merch for this absolute classic. So I got that. And I got a couple of covers that are being sent to me that are completely non-PC. Look up Young Allies #7. You'll know what I'm talking about. I think me and Flash are going to try to out non-PC each other with old 30s comics covers and 40s comics.
That's some really base Superman covers, I'm telling you right now.
There's some base Captain America covers, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I am telling you. And then there's some that are like, woo, that might upset people that get mad at Chrissy for making a joke on Friday Night Tights.
Well, I replied to that guy, by the way. And, well, actually, let's bring it up. Because, let's bring it up. Because the guy has just actually walked himself into an even bigger hole. So let's just have a quick look at it. So this is
what I get home to, by the way.
Yeah. So I went to the cinema and I came back to this. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
So David Lang, Israel's really cool because he's Jewish. Do you get it? It's a joke about Jews. Are you anti-Semitic, David? Oh, come on now. Anywho, I am surprised to have to tell you this. He's crying, you see, what he's writing is crying. Nerdronic, Chrissy Mayer, but there is nothing funny about wishing more Jews had died in the Holocaust. First of all, that wasn't what Chrissy said, so liar, for a start, liar. And when you start off with a lie, it means that everything else that comes out your mouth is fucking horseshit. Anyway, so I responded to him with this reply. I'm willing to bet all that I own in the world that you've laughed at a fat joke, a person falling over, a joke based on race in your life, and I'm willing to stick by that.
Yep.
Stop being disingenuous because you know full well what a joke is and the purpose they serve. So I'm being very generic here in the actual what a joke is, what they services they pose for people. What the purpose they serve for people. Jokes are a good way for a laugh. Jokes are a good way for us to laugh at horrendous things. Jokes are a good way to challenge us. Multiple things. I don't have to go to it. We all know what fucking jokes are. This take is really a real look at you and not Chrissy. Now, he only got 35 fucking likes on his and 86 comments. So he's already been ratioed to fuck. Oopsie doopsies. Ratioed to fuck even further. He responded 2 hours ago, which he's already been ratioed in again, with I would love to see even one of you imbeciles. Then he, by the way, just quickly jump into it. He says to Chrissy, don't try and be an asshole, but he says imbeciles. So did you see where you're going? First of all, you lie, and then you're a hypocrite. David, you're a fucking joke. You are the joke here. That's the funny thing. Imbeciles, to explain the joke that you would like to see more Jews dying in the Holocaust, which wasn't even what Chrissy said.
Nope.
This is what we have to do. And Chrissy actually says maybe you need to get off Twitter. He's just mad because he can't control speech. Maybe log off Twitter until your period's over. I think David needs to log off Twitter for the rest of his life.
Well, for one, I'd like to refer all complaints to Ryan Kinnell, RK Outpost, our chief diversity, inclusivity, and equity officer, and he will give you the proper response for Friday Night Tights. That's not what she said, by the way. And wow, you didn't see the episode 2 weeks before.
Yeah, we couldn't stop saying fat. Oh, anyway, let's move on.
How about all the Japanese dying with all of our jokes about the Oppenheimer trilogy? You know.
Well, Gary, all I'm saying is that Oppenheimer was a bomb in Japan.
Yeah,
but apparently it was a big hit in Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
It was. Yeah. It blew people away.
Oh dear.
Too soon, David? Is that too soon, David? Tweet me.
Nagasaki was we were blown away by
Oppenheimer. Yeah. Nagasaki Express.
I need something on a poster. We were blown
Irradiating fun. Hiroshima Times.
Oh my God, I want that poster.
Oh God.
Perfect hit. Nippon Daily. Went down quicker than a Malaysian airline. Do you get it? David! The jokes!
Oh.
I'm here all week, by the way. Don't forget to tip your waitress. Ribeye on the menu is beautiful.
Try the video. When are you going to see Oppenheimer, MauLer?
Probably Friday. The reason I didn't see it earlier is because a family member was like, gonna visit, come watch the Oppenheimer with me. And I was like, not really looking to watch it twice in the cinema, just in case. 6 hours is going to be a bit much. So yeah, Friday. Hoping to enjoy it from what I heard.
It was Friday. Like we had to go. We decided to get tickets last minute. It was a couple hours before the next showtime, which was 20 miles away. We had to sit separately. The entire theater was sold out.
Oh.
So like people are going to see this, which makes our point even more. I know I saw some people going, I thought Get Woke was supposed to go broke with Barbie. For one, it's not woke. It's intersectional. And number two, it's marketed perfectly, but it's, as Drinker said, it's kind of a lie. It's kind of a lie.
Gary, did you have popcorn?
During Oppenheimer? Yeah. I did.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, okay. I think we can happily say now that in America, you are just uncivilized.
I am like, when I go see Sound of Freedom, I'm gonna get some popcorn.
Okay. Thank you. Look, he's been over here like, no, that's not a popcorn movie.
You want me to
I
starve?
took my latte. I was drinking my latte.
I took my latte and my personal chef.
Garrett shared his popcorn with me, which sounds super gay. So, but
there wasn't a hole cut in the bottom of the box,
there
right?
was not a hole.
In all fairness, Gary, probably not as gay as the pinned message I've got in the chat right now, which is Gary and Garrett are traveling back from their honeymoon.
Yeah.
Which one? We just had.
Which one? Which honeymoon?
Honeymoon. Garrett's home. He got home way before I did. Yeah, I'm interested in what you think about Oppenheimer. I think Chris Nolan, I like a lot of his movies, and I think some of them are meh.
I did say that they again, there were areas where they fucked up the sound again, which is frustrating.
At the end, yeah.
Well, there was I mean, the bit at the end, my mates talked about that, and I actually defended the saying, I think they were trying to do a thing.
Dude, I completely understand that Christopher Nolan was doing a thing throughout this entire movie. I'm just saying that thing that I completely understood, because Nolan fans, you sound a lot like Snyder fans sometimes. You just didn't understand me. You
didn't understand. Okay,
you didn't though. Maybe there was more to it, and you guys just didn't see it. It's possible.
No, there was some subtle stuff towards the end that I freaking loved, that I liked, but I would never watch this movie again because it just drags, and it's like it's nonlinear for nonlinear's sake, and it's paced really weird in the beginning. It's just dialogue. Doesn't let anything breathe. It's really sterile. It's extremely sterile. So you're supposed to care about Florence Pugh's character. Why? She shows up, she says something sexy, and then she's crying.
Oh wait, no.
What the fuck?
She turns up, says something sexy, gets her tits out, then starts crying.
Talks naked, then starts crying, then dies. And I'm like,
commits suicide.
What the fuck was that? It's like you didn't need to have her in that. They spent way too much time going, yeah, he fucked a lot of communists, but he wasn't communist.
Chat's gonna be mad at you.
Married one.
He almost exclusively fucked communists. but he's not a communist.
Fuck commies. His brother was a commie. Sent money to commie organizations, but he wasn't a commie.
Not a communist, okay? Whatever.
But I like the way. I tell you what got me giggling, not in the right way, because I did like the film. But what got me giggling was when they tried to say, well, there's two types of communism. There's our communism, and then there's like the other communism. And it's like, that sounds a bit 2023 communism talk. That does.
I think in the context of history, it was like a lot of young kids partying, and it was kind of the hep thing to do, and then people kind of grew out of it. I understood that. I understood all that. But yeah, you could have cut that first hour out. Easy.
I don't know. It sounds pretty good. She shows up, says something sexy, pulls out her tits, starts crying, and then dies. I mean,
I wouldn't say pull out her tits.
That
She
sounds like
rides
a
him
foreign
like
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
she rides him like Seabiscuit.
That sounds like a French film.
Well, that sounds even better. That's how you just
Bonjour,
added
je m'appelle Marie, je m'appelle française.
That sounded even better.
That's
though.
a French film. That's a French film.
Why is Jack going to get mad at me?
And then the next scene, she's naked by the window like this.
Before she died.
J'adore le sexe. J'adore le sexy time.
Sexy.
Man, you're like fully fluent in French. Nice.
I know. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, y'all are killing it.
Baguette.
Yeah. Do you have any fromage? Maybe some wine, some cheese?
And my baguette.
Do you have any more cigarettes? I'm nearly out.
I'm down now. I mean, yeah, I get that it takes a whole hour for something that apparently could have, taken place in probably 10 minutes. But I don't know. I'm kind of down to see this.
I think Florence Pugh has more screen time naked than she does clothed.
That's how I like them. That's how I like it. So yeah,
I ain't knocking it.
I ain't knocking the knockers.
This is not a criticism.
Yeah,
it's a statement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel no. I mean, like, go see the movie, and you might like it. It's just it felt. I don't like biopics, and I don't like movies, pretentious movies. I'm not a big fan of pretentious movies. So, and this one's fucking pretentious. Okay.
I liked it a lot. I thought the weakest link was Emily Blunt. I thought she was over the top, a little bit too.
Really?
I thought she went a little bit too hard.
Fine. Like Robert Downey Jr. was really good.
He was phenomenal.
He was really
and Cillian Murphy was phenomenal.
Yeah, he was too. But then everything else was just like, this happens, this happens, this happens, this happens, this happens. Wait, but this happened before this happened. This happened, this happened, this happened, this happened.
I didn't mind any of it. Didn't mind any of that. I liked the way that it left you on certain things and came back to them later. I liked the way that
it could have been a great 2-hour movie. It's too long.
Yeah, it could. There's no doubt it could have been tighter. There's no doubt. But I was okay.
I think Nolan is like, it kind of got the Quentin Tarantino thing right now.
What, a foot fetish?
No.
Oh.
Although that would break the monotony of some of the sterile stuff in Oppenheimer, some bare feet. But no,
Florence Pugh.
I mean, Quentin Tarantino's gotten long-winded too, like especially the Hateful Eight. Jesus
Christ. I still haven't seen that yet. Actually, still haven't seen that.
Oh, dude, no.
Bit of a hard recommendation. It's fun, but it makes no fucking sense by the time you hit the end. And Gary's correct. Pacing's a bit off in that one.
Yeah. But I mean, they're still great filmmakers and everything. But a good, tight, fun film. That's what I like. And I knew most of the history anyway. So yeah, I'd rather watch a documentary.
Kurt Russell's awesome in Hateful Eight, though.
Yes, he is. Kurt Russell's the only thing he's not awesome in is the worst Quentin Tarantino film, Death Proof.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen that one.
Never seen that either.
Once. I ain't watching that ever again.
Planet Terror.
I saw Machete.
Planet Terror was
Rodriguez and
ridiculous and fun. Michael Biehn was in Planet Terror.
Planet Terror was ridiculous and fun. That was a good fun movie.
Quentin Tarantino is in Planet Terror, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
He plays a very strange role.
He does. Rose McGowan. McGowan. I meant, dude, I'm just having a stroke. I know her name.
Yeah, Rose. Yeah, I'm fucking brave. McGowan.
She's fucking hot with her machine gun leg in that.
Okay, that's weird. Gary into amputee porn.
Dude, they had a model.
Gun porn.
They had a model at Comic-Con for Death Proof. So Grindhouse had a whole fucking thing, and they had a model who lost her leg. They found a model at an agency.
Wow.
I went up and we chatted with her, and she's like, "Yeah, there's amputee models." I'm like, "Okay." She was really nice. She was walking around.
And then the SJWs came in, got rid of all the booth babes.
Yep.
Because they were jealous of. Sorry, because it's demeaning to women.
Yeah.
Because if you actually speak to booth babes, and if you speak to the women who are on the podiums and F1 circuits, they are pissed that they've all lost their jobs thanks to fucking intersectional feminists. Because they're like, I used to go around the world, travel around the world, seeing with incredible people, seeing incredible things, getting paid for it, and I've just got to look pretty, do some marketing, all this kind of stuff, and I've had it all taken away from me because some fucking ugly fat bitch with blue hair is jealous of it. I mean, demeaning to women. It's demeaning to women.
Demeaning to women.
Demeaning to women.
Yeah. Okay.
Since we're in the home straight, let's go through supers. We haven't been through any. Yeah.
We haven't.
No, before we do, Mandy.
Yes.
You write some comic-ies.
I do.
And you're off to Tampa Con coming up this week.
Yeah, this weekend.
Do you have any active campaigns going on?
I do. I actually have 2 right now.
That's the model from Comic-Con. That's her. Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, she was really cute, really nice.
Yeah.
If you took her out for a night on the town, do you think it'd be easy to get a legless?
Well, it would be, you get better parking
David,
spots.
that's a joke.
You get better parking spots for sure. I mean, the access for parking and other things would probably be a little easier. I'm just saying.
You get what jokes are now, David? You get what jokes are?
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to keep telling him. He's very confused. David is.
Sorry, Mandy.
No. No, you're fine. Yes, I have Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter issue number 2, which is available over on Indiegogo. It is like $266 from being my second 6-figure campaign. So I'm just beyond stoked. I ran it originally over on my website, which is stuntmancomics.com. And now I'm running it over on Indiegogo. And I did a 72-hour Dale Keown foil cover. And I'm going to bring that back for you guys. I'm going to bring it back at the end of it when I start getting ready to close down the campaign. I'm going to bring that back. But I've got the amazing Peter Gilmore doing the art on this project. It looks so amazing, so high detail. He does a little bit like this racing thing. So it's just so beautifully done. But it's, basically like if Jack the Ripper was actually the good guy and killing vampiric whores, as opposed to, some of the other stuff that he might have done. So it gives it we did a little twist on it. And if you missed out on the first one, I do still have some available over on Stuntman, but I'm also going to be taking the Tampa Con exclusives to the con with me. So hopefully some of you guys are going to be in the Tampa area and can stop by and say hi, give me a hug. I'm Southern. We're huggers down here. So come give me a hug.
Wait, you're Southern? What?
Yeah, I know,
I'm
right?
really shocked to hear this.
I know you.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Yeah,
you mean like Wales, right? That's in the South, right? MauLer's. Well, is Wales land in the South? What's South?
Every country has a South.
Every country has a South.
Why does it sound like you have a northern accent? Every planet is a north.
Az hasn't understood a word I've said this whole stream, but that's okay.
About 20 past 8, Mandy.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
What?
I was answering her question. She said she asked me what time it was.
Oh, yeah. See, not a clue. No clue what I'm saying.
Basingstoke.
The Basingstoke roundabout?
Basingstoke, yeah.
But yes, you guys. So, but Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter issue number 2 picks up exactly where 1 left off. And again, if you missed out on one, you can get it over on Stuntman Comics. And then I also have my other book, Gymshock, issue number 1, a book that I worked on with Del Keown. It's over on Indiegogo as well, and you can go check that one out there too. A world where superheroes are disappearing. A girl comes across a relic that gives her all of these amazing powers that I'm not going to tell you right now because I want you guys to read the book. But at the same time, Afterlife and Sever, who runs an evil organization, is trying to catch her and force her to join his side and start killing superheroes with him. But she's going to be like, no, fuck you, I ain't doing it. So yeah, those are some of the stuff. And again, I'm also going to be in Tampa this weekend. So hopefully if any of you guys are around, come and hang out and say hi. So yeah.
Yes, go check them out. Stuntmancomics.com. It's in below Mandy's name in the stream. Go check it out. Give us support. Con, let's get into that. 6 figure on Indigo and Indiegogo as well. And I've actually got your Jack the Ripper 2.
You do. It
T-shirt
looks amazing on you.
I'll be right back.
And I'm not just saying that
Great.
because it's because it's got my character on it.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
yeah.
It looks amazing on you. But then
Well,
I would
what's it
like you
like?
in a trash bag,
Of course you do. You're fucking female.
As,
But what's
really-
it like seeing
vapors.
your brand, one of your brands, on perfection?
Dude, it gives me the vapors. I mean, I'm trying not to, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna have to go get a towel to lay down now. It's a whole situation over
That
here.
escalated quickly. Yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. It does that sometimes with me.
It must be great to see, a professional
Yeah.
with the gear. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so aroused right now. I'm telling you.
I told you. I understand. You're only human. You're only human. It's okay. I get it all the time.
Yeah, it's my fault, really.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, yes, it is. And I'm glad you're
is.
taking responsibility. I take no responsibility.
I haven't
That's
looked at your eyes this entire stream. You know what I mean? Not once.
Mandy, my eyes are up here.
I don't see them.
Up here.
I'm looking at other things. I can't see it.
God.
It's my fault. I'll try to control it.
Hold on. Hi, Jesus. I know. Why did you curse me like this? Hey? Why did you curse me? No, I'm only kidding. I'm only shitting, man. Yeah, I love you too. Yeah, see you soon. What do you mean, see you soon? What? Jesus? Damn it, Leroy. I don't have much time on planet Earth, by the sounds of it.
Shit.
So let's just read through some. Let's go through some super duperies and some memberships. John Connors, the John Connors.
Oh, I hope.
Well, it's John Connor, but
Oh no, yeah.
I know. But maybe he cloned himself.
Well, that would be cool.
And then they don't know who's who. So now they're just like, well, we're John Connors.
There you go. That's very, very possible. Very possible. I'm going to go grab a Coke.
Yeah. Cocaine. Yeah. Okay. Bumping a line midstream.
Go get cocaine?
Yeah, she's going to get cocaine.
I had to go get my caffeine.
Jesus wept. You finished one to go get another one.
Dude, I just drove 18 hours, man. Yeah, I need to get going today, okay?
Well, Gary, I've had a busy day. I traveled at least 15 miles. And I'm talking there and back.
Yeah.
Good guy.
There and back again.
I'm exhausted, Gary. Exhausted.
Shut up. Oh my God.
John Connors with a sorcerer for 5 says, excellent. Some sweet southern comfort. I'm from the north. Wait. For this week's BBC, best wishes to you, Mandy. Appreciate your work. And, she's out doing a line of coke right now, so you missed it.
Well, it's probably, I mean, she's in the South, so it could be meth. I mean, we're not sure.
Nah, she seems to have nice teeth.
He has nice teeth.
Yeah, I don't think it's meth. Cool. Marksman of 117B with a $2 says, you see the creator trailer? Yeah, $86 million budget. Yes. Have any of you guys seen it?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, what did you think?
I mean, not much.
I'm glad you said that because I watched it and I was just like, this looks like the most miserable fucking film ever. Misery
nothing hooked
porn.
me.
Nothing got me. I was just like, oh my god, I think this film's gonna make me want to lynch myself. It looked really depressing.
Yeah, I just want to see Dune. I hope they don't delay it.
I mean, it physically looked okay. It physically looked nice. I thought, but like the story they were trying to show off in the trailer, I just thought, oh, this looks like it's going to be. It's like Children of Men. I watched Children of Men, and I was just like, I just want to fucking take a bottle of pills after this film.
When's Hollywood's next opportunity to have a weekend like they just had with Barbie and Oppenheimer?
I mean, like, when's the next time they're going to release a film that has the potential to do as well as either?
Yeah, when are they going to have a big Hollywood? By the way, it was $300 million, which is great for comparatively, but like they were doing this regularly in 2019 with just one film opening on the weekend. So it's.
There is no film which jumps out that even looks like it can do Barbie. Never mind Barbieheimer numbers.
No, there isn't. That's that. I mean, they're shutting down, and the stuff they have coming out like is nothing's going to get close to this.
I don't think Superman Legacy is going to come close to this. I don't think June's going to come close to this.
No.
I don't think Marvel's is coming close to
No.
this.
Everything, absolutely everything is going to get delayed.
Blue Beetle will do it though.
Shang-Chi 2.
They're not even going to do a Shang-Chi 2. They're going to like, did I say Shang-Chi 2?
You did. I like that name better.
David, it was a joke. David, it was a joke.
Shang-Chi 2.
Calm the down. Shang-Chi 2.
You know for a fact he's asked everybody about it, and they're all like, yeah, definitely. Just I'll phone you. I will call you about this.
Don't call us, we'll call you.
I'll give him like a bit part in Avengers and like Thunderbolts for some contractual obligation. But it's like, we're gonna I don't know. I can't. Bob Iger said in one of his statements that like I can't remember which one, but like the soonest they could turn things around is 2026. So word on the street is Marvel knows they fucked up and they're going back to the drawing board. We'll see if that
Oppenheimer 2 Electric Nagasaki.
Too soon. David, put down the Twitter. David, it's not Twitter it's X.
X is X now.
Gary, I apologize.
Here's the thing about that. Is there any other take than the take everyone has on the X thing?
It's shit.
Is anyone pro X?
No.
It sounds like anything you do on there. It sounds like it's porn. You're Xing now? What do you do? I mean,
are you Xing? That's good.
Yeah.
Are you X Twitter? Well, maybe for this fucking branding space.
I don't care that much. I mean, it's not good though. The logo doesn't look good. It's I think it's really dumb. But I don't care.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Like I said, it just sounds like porn. It's an X videos that had like numbers through the roof.
It's gonna be a problem, or maybe it won't. Maybe it won't be. I mean, like
I thought it was a fucking joke. Actually,
you should have just called it porn.
You're right.
I'm porning right now.
I'm porning right now. Please.
I did a porn.
I posted a porn.
I see the new porn.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Why did he go with that? I mean, I get it. X is his thing, SpaceX, but it really does sound very pornish. I mean, it's
oh whammy, because as much as he may want to brand it further to him, it's like Twitter as a brand is recognized and used in loads of places. It has pull to some extent. You've just gotten rid of it.
Exactly.
I remember what I was watching yesterday, but it was some movie, and I think they were like, "Have you seen Twitter?" And I was like, "Ooh."
Have you seen X?
Yeah, you got to start saying, "Have you seen X?" How many people?
No, that should have been as preparing to watch Oppenheimer. Because that is what I was waiting for. That is actually a photograph of me in the cinema earlier today.
Real picture.
I went, dude, come on. I'm off the clock. Take it away. And he must have posted it. Is that on X?
Also, curiosity. How long?
It's core member. Yeah.
How long before you guys will actually call it X? Because I assume we're all still calling it Twitter for now.
We're gonna call it Twitter.
It's twitter.com. It's still twitter.com.
That's how I'm still using the pronouns that I will apply to people that I've been using for half a century. I'll call it Twitter.
Yep, same here.
I genuinely wonder how long it'll take for it to actually catch on, if at all. When someone says like you've been on X lately, I feel like I'll have to double take and be like, oh right, fucking Twitter.
That's not gonna catch on, because if somebody said that to you, you would automatically think they're into porn. Like, damn, dude, you've been doing that porn a while today. You know what I mean? Go touch grass. You've been watching porn way too much.
Star Trek's gay now. I think that's like that is the whole thing right there.
God.
Yeah.
I don't think it could. I've never wanted to see so many red shirts get killed.
Dude, I wanted to take a nice day off, stream with my friends. Go watch some Buffy or some Doctor Who, and now, like, good God.
Maybe they're so happy because they ate Ensign Mount's bacon.
It looks like one of those.
Should have been Ensign Mount, but I said Ensign because of Star Trek. You get it?
It looks like one of the nursing COVID videos.
It does.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Maybe that's what inspired.
Do you know what it looks like? It looks like an outbreak of 2023.
It does.
It does. We've had an outbreak of 2023 on deck 14. An outbreak of 2023 on deck 14.
If 2023 was a Scooby-Doo villain, they take the mask off and it's 2020. Then they take that mask off and it's 2016.
And then you take it, 2016 is the... It's another mask. Wait a minute, there's another mask here. 2016. Oh my God.
You know what we're headed towards this, like, AI.
Hopefully an asteroid.
Yeah, social media apocalypse, where it's just going to be a reflection and a reflection of each one of us throughout the world reacting to each of our videos, like TikTok. And it's just like a reflection all the way through. What a nightmare.
Man, 2016 all along.
I know. I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for Donald Trump.
This writes itself. I'm just saying.
Oh, no. Was that man orange? Yes. Orange man bad. Oh, no.
I actually found something cool in Best Buy, dude. I can't believe it. Steelbook Dread.
Oh.
Okay. I'm watching this bad boy tonight.
Nice.
Oh, did you guys see as well? They're releasing Steelbooks. I can't remember which one it was, and I don't know if it was the first, but I don't remember it from before. But Steelbooks with no discs in them.
What?
They've released a Steelbook for WandaVision, and there are no discs. There's no episodes.
Oh.
It gives you a code, I guess, or fucking a subscription to Disney. I have no idea. But I was literally like, who the fuck would buy that?
Oh, dude, you remember? Okay, I'm gonna break some. Remember when they did that with games?
I know, yeah.
Oh, collector's editions with no game.
Mm-hmm.
With no game. It's like, what's
I was going to say, but I don't know. Somehow I feel even stupider for movies.
Because when it's a movie,
stupider with movies.
That is the product.
Look at the game.
With collector's editions, you often get like a statue or something.
A statue, or maybe like a controller. Maybe you get a controller. Yeah.
And posters, all kinds of shit. But when I saw it, I was just like,
statue.
You get WandaVision. And there's no disc.
Yeah, hi. My Steelbook of WandaVision has no WandaVision.
I'm not the ones with the guns, director.
Yeah, I'm not the one pointing the gun. No, you're the one kidnapping tens of thousands of people. That's why we've got the guns on you. You stupid bint.
The Marvels requires you to watch WandaVision, Captain Marvel, WandaVision,
no,
Miss Marvel,
no,
Secret Invasion,
no,
yep.
No.
So how about I just watch none of it?
Yeah.
No.
I think that's a safer bet for me. It's just watching none of it.
Have you kept up with the Secret Invasion, Gary?
No, I'm catching up tonight.
I'm behind like 3 episodes now.
I'm behind
at some point.
Well, I think tomorrow's the last episode, right?
Yep.
Oh.
So
God, that squeaked out, didn't it? And it cost a shit ton.
Dude,
250 million was it to make the series?
Yeah.
How are you spending so much fucking money?
They filmed in Halifax. Have you been to Halifax?
Yeah, I'm actually
One
going
of
to
the
do a video
roughest
on it.
places in Britain.
MauLer. I just wanted to wait till it was done. I was going to do it when it's all done.
I'm kind of the same way, yeah, because you can just go.
I ain't watching it.
No one's forcing you to, as.
Oh, I'm just saying. I'm just putting out. I'm just making a thing.
Well, I mean, like, to the argument of like, why are some people watching Barbie and then reviewing it? You're just helping the movie. This movie didn't need help. It was going to do well anyway.
Ben Shapiro's review of it isn't going to give it the extra legs it needs to make $1 billion or anything.
Yeah.
In all fairness, though, if there's one thing I never have to see in my life, it's Ben Shapiro reviewing Barbie.
Dude,
I would rather watch Barbie than that.
Gary, were you ever told about his review of House of the Dragon? Anyone ever tell you about that?
Yeah.
Your fans must have, because his primary issue with the characters in House of the Dragon that takes place over how long? Is it like 20, 30 years?
Yeah.
His primary issue is the characters change.
Because it goes over 20, 30. Yeah, you couldn't just age up. And they did it with one actor and it didn't work, by the way.
No. Not talking about the actors changing. Talking about characters having different points of view.
Oh, yeah. Points of view change over time. Weird.
It was a big thing that he was not happy.
People could change their minds.
Dude, I've watched it like 3 times now, and it gets better each time. It's like
pretty fucking solid season. I assume you have the Steelbook for that, because
I have the Steelbook.
Yep.
For House of the Dragon season 1. I do.
It earned it. So what happens when you're good?
Mikey Gussler has been a bard for 3 months, and Mikey Gussler with the $10 says Barbie has a joke about being invested in the Snyder Cut, implying toxic males are the only ones into it. Cool. I remember a lot of females into it as well. Also funny that Snyder lives rent-free in Warner Brothers' heads.
So, for full context, the women of Barbie Land are indoctrinated and brainwashed by simply the concept of patriarchy. Ken tells them about it, and then they fall under its spell. And in order to get
women
them out
like
of
the idea of dudes. Okay, cool. Okay.
In order to get them out of it, they do some stuff that is like I said, that's probably the most preachiest part of the film. We just listen to people say that being a woman is impossible. That's a line.
And yet we have women.
So they get one of them out of it. She's like, I'm out of it. And she's like, wow, for a while there, I was like obsessed with the Snyder Cut. And legit, when she said it, I was like, what? Wait, what? There's so many different ways to read into it, but I guess it was just trying to take a shot at the Snyder Cut. That's
2 seconds, mate. 2 seconds.
Yeah, go ahead. No,
hey, Jesus, yeah. Can you speed that up?
The preachiest part of the movie was when the mom was like, things are hard, and when we do stuff, we don't get credit. And like that part, like even Garrett, like I'm in the movie theater, and Garrett's like, that's called life. He screamed at the movie theater.
One of the things she complains about is that people expect women to not be selfish. I was like, people expect people to not be. What do you mean women? Like,
yeah.
She just starts listing off annoying things about life, like having to not be selfish. It's like, all right.
I know annoying thing about life.
I know.
Joshua Levesque has been a bard for 4 months, and Joshua Levesque with a $2 says, thanks for being a great fascist enabler, as.
Ooh.
I got put on 2 lists on X today.
Wait.
You've been put on list fascist enabler by somebody with a trans.
You've been put on a list.
It tells you on the notification.
It does.
If somebody adds you to a list, then it tells you that you've been put on the list. And then what you do is you mute them, and then that takes you off their list. And they think you're on the list, but you muted them, and then you're off.
Wait, is it in mentions or all in your notification?
In all. It's in your all. And then I had back to back. So it's probably the same person on us, on 2 accounts, because they both put me on enabling fascist enabler list, and they both had like stupid names with trans flags next to it.
This guy David
I.e.,
Lang,
I'm desperate for attention on the internet flag. Yeah,
David Lang's like looking for attention. He's like filling my mentions right now, so he's dying for this. It's like
But what you do is you go onto X, you go into notifications, you go to David. I ain't got a sense of humor because I'm a fucking soy cuck beta twat waffle, and then you just click on the 3 dots by his name and you go mute. And now he's just screaming into the abyss, crying that you can make jokes about everyone, but you can't make a joke about something about me that might be possibly related to me that I might have a little bit to do with, possibly, because that's racist, fascist, bigoted, anti-Semitism.
Oh dear.
he can screech all he wants into the void, and we'll just keep doing what we're doing. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, and the 34 people that watched that video of yours, keep at it, buddy.
Keep at it.
You'll make it one day.
That scene, by the way, you might, because I know you guys were, when I was watching it, I was too. I was worried because Barbie starts to crystallize, like Margot Robbie's Barbie starts to crystallize what's wrong and how to fix it. And it's like, oh no, you wouldn't want the white person to save the day. And so luckily a character points that out. She says, oh, white savior Barbie. And then Barbie goes, no, I'm not saving you guys. It's your mum that did.
Yep.
And it's like, whoa, close for a second.
Yeah, that was close.
Ooh, I was about to X, you know, but then I was like, oh, that looked good.
Oh yeah, sorry, X. My bad.
I'm so sorry. Keep up with the times, as MauLer.
I'm sorry.
MauLer, you're so current.
I know, I'm so up there and on there and out there.
I will X an apology.
Yes, the film is really insecure, and I thought that part was so funny because nobody was thinking that. Oh no, the Barbie that saved everyone was white. But one of the characters is like, "Don't you worry."
And they're not.
I think this is secretly based.
They're not making
this secretly based.
They're not making this good argument for school, public school either, because like the daughter was all sweet and everything until she went to school. Now she's like this communist fucking shithead. So I mean, I think it unintentionally does make a lot of points. It does. Barbie's a fascist.
Ken's the best character.
Ken's the best character. Barbie's line of I don't own the means of production of the railroads. I'm not a fascist. I thought that was kind of funny.
His parts, the Alan jokes were kind of okay with me. I thought it was funny.
Alan was good. Yeah. But whatever, it's Barbie. Dude, it's Barbie. It's Barbie. So we talked
Barbie and we got super chats.
And it's okay to like talk about and debate it, whatever. The movie's doing great because it's made for woke white women, and there's a lot of woke white women. Yellow Flash knows what I'm talking about. That's what it's made for. Sorry, Mandy. It's made
woke white women are a disease
for single woke white women who like wine out of a box. Okay, go ahead, Az. Let's hit those super chats.
Altraz S299 with a $5 says, Buenos dias, señoras. Oh, fucking hell. Why do you have to do this? Buenos dias, señor y señora.
Buenos dias, señor y señora.
Buenos dias.
I speak perfect Max.
Seriado iriado. Juana's addiction. Sorry.
Biblioteca.
Been working on my Thor collection and have a nice big chunk of 1980s Thor, and they've been amazing.
They're so good.
Nice.
Dragonic Iron Mage with a $20 says, Az, did you get the chance to check out Howl World yet? No, I haven't. I'm gonna stick it in a different tab though, so I remember after the stream. So I've opened a tab with Power World. If so, what do you think of the Fever Dream? Don't know yet. We'll get back to you.
Don't know.
We Shenanigans with a $20 says, holy crap, mate. The mystery movie last night was Gran Turismo, and it is insanely good. Far better than the trailer. Well, the trailers make it look like dog shit. So I hope so. Put it on the calendar. You'll have so much fun. I think I'm being fucking punked here.
You have been in the chat, by the way. Ofer, is that how you say that? Ofer. That was a Jane's Addiction reference I did a little bit back. Thanks for catching that. Sorry.
Okay. All right. I think I'm being punked because the trailers look fucking dog shit.
What? Punked on what?
For Gran Turismo, the movie.
I don't. Yeah, I saw.
Have you seen the trailers for?
Yeah, I saw the trailer.
It is decent. Someone said it is decent.
Okay, maybe it is. I know. I see David Harbour, and I just think of
commie,
total commie, like a commie who like partied his way through fucking Hollywood, and probably is a commie, so he doesn't get me too'd.
Dude, male feminists, you might as well just call them what they are: rapists, potential rapists.
Yeah.
That's what you are.
I would not let anyone babysit your kids.
Oh, I'm a feminist. Don't fucking go anywhere near.
No.
That and like dyed beards. I don't mean like
beards are a red flag. Yeah.
Not like Billy Mays.
I want to get rid of down there.
Yeah, not like
no, you're talking about like the pink, and the
Oh,
green
pink
and the
blue,
blue. Yeah, all of those are signs as a female to run.
Just for men, the sponsorship's back on. Thanks. Lovely.
That's right. You know, remember what we were talking about? I still got to finish my office I've got maps, and I
tell you what, you need to hang some on the wall. You need to hang them.
I do. I need to make a space through the wall to hang some maps.
Just hang them high, though. Hang them high.
I'll hang them super high. Also, I can hang them and pin them, like stake them to my ceiling too.
Yeah, just get a hammer and just fucking nail it in.
Okay.
Nail them.
Rusty nail.
Well, I mean,
Rusty's better.
It's for aesthetic. It's for aesthetic.
I'm just thinking to save the Earth's resources. There's just get what you can. Wooden stake, bits of fucking shrub. Just with a hammer.
Yep.
You got to do it hard, man. You got to give it some welly. You know.
So annoying when the new maps
otherwise the map might fall
to...
down, and you don't want the map to fall down. You want it hung up there and staked in.
What's that?
Yeah.
When the new maps come out and you have to burn the old ones, it's just like
I got a wood chipper for them. I just take those maps and I just fucking grind them into the wood chipper.
That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do.
And then we hang some more maps up. Do you put them against the wall? Because I think it works well if you put them against the wall.
You put them against the wall. You can spike them on the wall.
Line them up.
Or if they get old, just burn them.
That's such a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Burning seems good. Yeah.
I mean, less waste, less mess. Just burn it.
Somebody warm too. It'll like they serve a purpose.
Hey, it'll laminate.
Yeah.
Mr. Tickle Trunk with a 30-month sorcerer says, Mandy's here. Like, what?
Hey, Mr. Tickle Trunk.
And then Mr. Tickle Trunk with the 2 Canadians says, Mandy's here. Like, what? Part 2, I guess. The sequel. Nathan Cassidy with a $5 says, I'm a bit disappointed that Elon didn't rename Twitter to Y. So we could rename the tweets to Yeets. Yeets.
What the hell?
You could say, why did you tweet?
That would have been a way funnier move to call it hell. I would have been on board with that.
Hell.
Isn't Y when y'all were doing boobies? Isn't that you put the 2 dots on each side and then the Y in the middle for booby?
Yeah, you can do like a bracket, dot, or even a lowercase o if she's got big
There are
areola.
many ways in which to represent the boob.
Which, we've really came a long way from typing boobs on our calculators and flipping it up.
Not really, no.
So.
Not really, no.
I feel like we've gotten better.
No, I think 80085 is the way to go.
You still remember it. Oh my gosh.
I had it in my chat yesterday. Somebody put when I was streaming, they put 80085. Thinking they're being low key. I saw. 421 Spaceman with a 3 Australian says, looking at the screen, I see 4 Bobs.
All right.
No, it's Az. Gary, MauLer, man. Hi, Mandy. They say, by the way.
Hi.
What's that? Why are you playing the fucking crying game?
Because I just felt like it. Just to fuck with you.
Oh, by the way, we didn't have an applause at the beginning. Can you just do an applause for us?
Yeah, of course.
Welcome to the Real BBC, everybody. I'm your host,
intro.
Az from Heel versus Babyface. I'll edit that round. Front.
Yeah.
Gary's just got to go for a bit. We'll see you in about an hour or two, Gary. See you in a couple of hours, mate. Right, everyone else, let's carry on with this show. I'll take that. edit that.
That's genius, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's the power of editing, MauLer.
Should do
You can-
YouTube.
Yeah, MauLer doesn't know anything about editing. He just sits down and talks for 6 hours. It's just a 6-hour like Ryan video that he actually does.
What the fuck's this? A woman with wrinkly tits? What is that?
Yeah, what's dipping in between there?
What's this?
I mean,
wrinkly.
it's supposed to like bring focus on if it's like an artistic choice to like draw your eye. I mean, like the boobs existing already draws our eyes to it. We don't need to add any like chest hair in the middle, like there, because that really does look.
It does look like chest hair. I thought he was just really excited about boobs. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah.
What do you mean a pill neck? Is you're not going to pill neck the Mike Rofone. I see what he did there. With a 12 euro says, Longman got me into Buffy. I finished season 5 and it's great. And I love Angels so far too. You guys converted so many people. You ought to make a proper show about it. Cheers de la France.
We should do it this year, MauLer. I am ready to sit down and watch Buffy after all the shit I've watched. I need a little palate cleanser, to be honest with you. I'm ready.
Well, it'll have an event, and when it does, we'll point and laugh at all those who said it would never happen.
Right?
It will for sure, for definite. I don't know what the format's going to be, and I don't know if we should, because that's going to take a while. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, because if we want to like discuss seasons, I think an overarching discussion of all of it would probably be the easiest thing to do. But I don't know. There's so much we'd have.
How long have you got? You know?
Yeah. Right.
About 9 minutes. Tolkien Brown with I like that name. With a $10 says clean shaven and with long hair. Gary, you look super attractive. Thoughts on fitness with Nigel's been a bard for 15.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What?
I told you I had them fooled.
Yeah.
I fooled them. They thought it,
we just said you shaved your beard off and stuck it on your hair to give you extensions.
Oh, okay. I'm
gotta admit.
And then you got fake
close.
tips for some reason that we were trying to work out.
It's close. It's hard to tell a difference.
There's something else different, but we can't quite put our hands on it. Just kidding.
The way to phrase it.
I'm going for the joke. I'm gonna get in trouble for that one, by the way.
Yeah. Melissa's gonna fucking hang you for that. Impreto
on it, then we'll just say that.
Yeah. 93 with the $10 says, damn Gary.
I'm apologizing to Mandy. I'm apologizing to my wife.
I know, that's what I said, not to Melissa.
I'm sorry, Mandy.
Damn Gary, you're looking way better. Sexier accent, I might add too. Well, that's what happened. He's lived in Texas now for less than a year, and Captain Hindsight has been a bard for 28 months, and Eaton Nass has been a sorcerer for 4. It says, you eat it too? Hail Real BBC and Ms. Mandy. Shout out to Ripperverse on another big week. Great week. Over 2 million now. Tricky with the $10 says, Real BBC without Gary, but we got Mandy. So all good. And hi, MauLer. Hi.
Hello.
I thought hi. Mike Humsels with a $5 says, Gary's gorgeous without the beard. John Wayne with a $5 says, far too few gals with a deep southern accent these days. I can understand you just fine, Mandy. God bless Dixie.
oh, bless your heart. You're from here too.
I probably won't. I didn't even understand that super chat. I read it. I didn't get it. Ultra with a $5 says, imagine there was a film of 1930s German Davids.
I like what you
We're
did
being
there.
oppressed and not knowing why. Finally, Davids is blamed, not the Yahtzees. Directed by Gerwig. Yeah, it's got the same energy. Suppressed people realize what they could be, but they are then suppressed. Told you this has got some weird shit. Ultra with a $2 says, as did you get a free lipo if it always ended BBL? What? Would you get a free lipo? That's lipstick, isn't it?
I thought it was lipo. I thought it was liposuction.
I thought it meant lipo as in lipstick. I thought it's like,
I don't think so.
as would you get free lipo if it always ended BBL? BBL?
I don't know
What
that
that
one.
is?
What's BBL? Oh god, I'm gonna put BBL into Google. And what does that mean? BBL meaning?
I know what BBW is.
Basketball league? What are you even talking about? Anyway, never mind. Ministry of Wrongthink with a $10. No offense to Mandy Summers.
Oh, I like that name.
See what they did there?
I do. I like that name.
I can't believe I've never thought of it. Damn it. Or any other nerd girl. Not trying to gatekeep. I'm just saying Barbie is the first truly feminine-focused IP to use nostalgia against women. They never had a chance. That's true, actually.
That is true. That is
Zeke
true.
Zion with a $20. No message, just base dropping a $20. Iconic Ice, Draconic Ice Mage with a $10 says the Barbie movie shouldn't have been more. The Barbie movie should have been more like Small Soldiers.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Mikey likes it with a Sorcerer for a Month. Says the only Barbie I need in my life is the one I can toss shrimps and steaks on in the backyard. Delicious barbecue. I got that.
I got
Ministry of Wrongthink with a 2-month bard. Thank you. Kieran is steadfast with a 5 Canadian. Heard Witcher 4 has delayed filming season 4 till next year. So its earliest release will be 2025. By time everybody has forgotten and don't care anyway. So yay. Andrew Jones with a £2 high. Oh yeah. And then Andrew Jones with a £5. I did not find the Barbie movie feminist or woke. Okay. Pridane with a 20. Fucking hell, Jay. I just saw what J Mac did. J Mac just fucking hell, Jay, just gifted 50 memberships on the stream.
Oh my goodness.
Jay, what the deuce, man?
It's Adam
Thank you.
surrogate father right there.
Is it?
That is
Yeah, yeah.
awesome.
Jeez, Jay, that is fucking legendary, man. Thank you. I'll get back to it when we get to it, but I need to say thank you at the time because I saw that go through. So thank you. Massive thank you. Pridane Chronicles with a £20 says, hello all. I'm looking forward to seeing Oppenheimer in a few weeks at the BFI IMAX. It sounds similar to Oliver Stone's big political ethics, JFK and Nixon. Odd that Nolan has started doing nude scenes, though. The nude scenes did feel, I wouldn't say out of place per se, but the second nude scene, there's 2 nude scenes with Florence Pugh. The first one I can understand because of what they were doing. The second one, it's kind of like, oh, so they're naked then. You know, it's like kind of like that.
How was there a second one? I thought
No, she meets him at a party and they immediately fuck at the party and she's riding him like Seabiscuit.
Oh, okay.
And then the next time he goes to visit her in a hotel because she calls on him. She's like, it's a weird relationship that they have. She calls on him, he turns up, but he's married with a kid by then. Bangs her and then says, can't ever see you again. And then she goes, okay, I'm going to kill myself. And he goes,
well, and then they allude it's murder. But
they do a scene where it looks like there's a hand pushing a head into the water.
Good, great.
But there's barbiturates involved. And all there's they sort of do a scene where she kills herself, and then they do another scene where it looks like a hand's forcing her head down. So.
Okay. I'm with you.
Down into the bath.
No, I got that. I didn't think I got where you were going. Don't worry.
That's if you know.
I'm
putting down.
F6 Blue with a £5 says, hello, what happened to Ezra Miller? I only see her and hear Mandy. Simp. Right, I'm gonna have to cherry pick some folks because time is against us. Afternoon tea with Az, Sunday, 2 p.m. UK time. I will go through all of the rest of the super chats that I've missed today and give you the time that you deserve. And thank you very much for being so generous, folks. Let's grab a couple here and there. Jocelyn with a Sorcerer 7 months says, hail to the real BBC. Thank you. Let's see if we grab some. There's some gifties, so let's go grab some of those. No Zaku Boy with a $50 says, who sees into the hearts of men and the undergarments of women? Peeping Tom. Silicon parts are made for toys. Tom has been marked for death by a fantastic plastic honeypot? Can Tom resist the uncanny charms of the synthetic siren Dollface? Oh my god. This is the best rogue galleries in comics.
I love
Period.
that.
Better than Batman, better than Spider-Man.
I want to see that page of all of them together, you know?
Amen. Amen. The into the peeping verse.
Yes.
Kyle Inc. with a $200 super says, "Hey dudes, Drinker dropped his review on Oppenheimer. His take is that the middle section on the dropping of the bomb is really good. It is. But it's a lot of the cold, sterile tropes of Nolan that make it kind of muddy as a film." I get that. I can get that. But one of my mates thought it was a bit sterile. It is a bit sterile, but I was okay with it. Maybe I'm okay with it being sterile because I've seen so much shite, so much over-the-top noise.
I think that plays into that. Like,
shit.
Like with both films, I think it's just there's been so much shit. And these are films that I think they would be hits at any time, by the way. I don't think very few movies are, I think they'd be doing fine. And I think this also proves you can release two movies on the same weekend and they both can do well. It's also proves you can release a movie in fucking February. You don't have to wait till summer and it'll probably do well. I just think people are over shit. And Oppenheimer, I'm not like, it's very Nolan, and I don't pray at the altar of Nolan.
It is very Nolan,
very Nolan, and he is kind of a technical brutalist type of filmmaker that likes to play with time. I think MauLer would agree with me, probably has now that he's seen it. Like Prestige is his most fun, like
it's. But I loved it. I love that film.
Yeah, it's fucking so good.
It was superb, man. It doesn't admit to that. I mean, I know this is a biopic and Prestige is fiction, but Prestige feels. I liked Oppenheimer a lot. I liked it a lot. It's a big recommend for me. But Prestige felt it had soul.
It had soul.
And this does feel very calculated, but it's great. I liked Oppenheimer, but I know it's a biopic, so it's very. But just watching Prestige, I felt the enthusiasm, the love, everything, the excitement of putting this together. It's a one
of the things I really noticed when watching it with you, as every time, I'll just remain spoiler free, any character made a choice that you knew was bad for them, you were like, no, because it's like you know why, but you don't want them to.
Yeah, it was wonderful watching it with you on our date.
Yeah.
It was wonderful watching it with MauLer because obviously this is MauLer's favorite film of all time, and I hadn't seen it, so he was getting the reaction from somebody who hadn't seen it, with it being his favorite. So it's either going to end real badly for MauLer, but it actually ended up really good because that was I will watch Prestige again probably multiple times. It was
movie.
Really, really good.
That was a good movie.
Kyle, sorry, go on.
I was just say it is fun to watch again because you'll be like, oh look, I get it. Which, by the way, it is an extremely non-linear film. It's 3 different timelines running at the same time, and they pop back and forth into the middle all the time.
Yeah,
it's becoming a shtick. That's what it.
Well, it is Nolan. Nolan does that a lot. Memento, obviously. Tenet, isn't the Tenet the film that's like run backwards or whatever? There's
a style, and then there's shtick, and I think getting a little bit, especially with a biopic. It's like, bro. Oh, there's an extreme amount of purpose in the way that he constructs the timelines in Prestige, and I don't know. I don't think he's ever going to top it. But hopefully, I'm looking forward to Oppenheimer. I heard good things. Yeah, you might like it. A lot of people liked it. Paulie watched it with us, and he liked it more the second time. I'm like, I'm never going to find out, dude. I'm like, once is good. I'd rather you. Right now, I just can't wait. I'm watching 3 shows. I'm watching Stargate, starting Stargate. It's all right. Rewatching Farscape, which I fucking adore, and some Doctor Who. So I'm kind of mixing all. Rewatch Farscape.
So
good.
Kyle, massive thank you, because that was $200. So again,
Cheers.
huge thank you, man.
Cheers.
Ian Soforth gifting 10 memberships to the stream. Ian, you are a legend. Thank you, man. Robert McDonald with $100 says, as for the estate fund, mortgage fund, this goes on to August's because I did July's today. Because YouTube put some pennies into my bank today. So I transferred all of July's. I do a thing.
Into the
if you super chat, tell me if you want me to blow it on, spend it on hookers and blow, because that's what all my super chats go on.
That is so not what I thought you were saying at first. I'm sorry.
But I say to chat, if you want, though, if you don't want me to blow the super chat on hookers and blow, then you can just say put it into the mortgage fund, the Casa de as I like to call it, fund. So it's up to them. But there you go, Robert. It's gone in. And then I don't care what denomination, unless it's like fucking pesetos where you get like 50,000 and it's really £1.50 in a packet of ball brand. I just like $100. I'll just put that to pounds. There you go, Robert. There he goes. Boom. Tricky gifted 10 memberships to the stream as well. Thank you, Tricky. And Robert McDonald with another $100 super chat. Robert, thank you, man. Saying, anyone catch any episode of Taylor Sheridan's new Special Ops series?
Nope.
No. Is it any good? Might check it out.
Not in the UK, for sure. Cinema Buff with a $50 says, did you see 1950s to 2006 special report comic book superheroes video? It shows a time capsule of people's passion for comics, and I'm not ashamed of it. It really is something. Oh my god! I mean, that would feel like we're on a different planet. To be honest with you, it absolutely would. But no, but I might check it out. Check it out. Let's do a quick scrolly. There's Jay with a 50 gifted memberships. Jay, that is insane. Thank you so much indeed, Jay. Redonkulous. Jesus Davila gifted a membership, and best name I can think of, gifting 5 memberships as well. Guys, if I haven't read your super chat, I will read it out on Sunday afternoon tea with Az, 2 p.m. UK time, so I can give you questions, etc., the time that you deserve for being so generous. Sorry, we don't have the time to read them all on this stream, 3-hour stream, so we have to sometimes just cherry pick a few. But thank you so much indeed. Gary, anything you'd like to plug before we go?
I just released a video at night on Sunday.
I watched that.
Oh, thanks. Cheers.
I watched it on my big TV downstairs.
Oh,
cheers.
that's sweet.
I had my cock out.
Okay.
See, that makes it better, right? That makes it so much better for you, Gary.
Right. Have a little wank. That's a lot of 38-second.
There wasn't a lot of Gary in it. It took a while until we got some Gary. It was all clip. Then there's a little Gary in a little circle in his hotel room.
In a hotel room with Eric July.
Yeah, I just proved that I watched the video by that.
You did.
I appreciate that. I think my next one's going to be.
It was a tough wank, but I got through.
Hey, whatever gets you through. I think the next one's going to be Strange New Worlds. I'm going to hit, but Secret Invasion. But other than that, I'm going to rest today and fucking watch TV. So,
okay, that sounds good.
Yeah,
that sounds good. One of my friends has got the con flu from going to San Diego. I didn't hear from them. I heard that I was talking to them on Saturday, and then they just went radio silent for three and a half days. I thought they were fucking dead.
That's no good.
And then just like, I'm in back home. I'm in bed with a con flu. I was like,
is it the friend that I met?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And dropped your real name. I'm like, who?
My slave name. Yeah.
I was like,
you're like, who?
And I'm like, oh yeah.
And I was like, Gary knows my slave name.
I did.
But I said he knows my slave name, but he always calls me Az, regardless, even when we're talking privately.
I know Comics' name, and I will probably never call Comics his name. I like when I call him, I'm like, hey, Comics.
Oh, yeah. By the way, folks, Ian isn't his name. That's not his.
Dude, X-Ray Girl Somebody asked me in Vegas what X-Ray Girl's name was, and I couldn't think of it.
What? I can tell you what her name is right now.
I know what it is now.
Oh, well, now you do, because wow,
I'm like,
jeez, man.
X-Ray Girl?
That's a fucking employee. X-Ray. Mrs. X-Ray Girl?
X? Oh, that's
Cyborg.
Ray Girl? What's
Ray
her name?
is her middle name, so it's
Yeah.
X-Ray
X
Girl.
X-Girl.
There you
Oh, no. Morley, is there anything that you would like to plug before we go, sir?
No, not really. Just, the closer I get to completing a video, the more excited I get, kind of, because it's like, fucking finally. It's funny, when I start work on one of these things, it's like, there's not even a point in telling Az or Gary about it, because it's like, it's so early on, but, 2 months in, I'll be like, oh, hey, Gary, look at this, oh my God, look at this. And then when we reach now, which, like I said, I'm about just under a month, I was spending all of today working on it, and they'll spend the rest of the day once I'm out of here working on it. It's going to be the 19th is the plan, August.
Wow. Oh, dude, I cannot wait.
Dude.
I'm going to EFAP it.
That's a birthday present. Right. That's really
nice.
close to my birthday. Very close.
Oh, and I've announced it in other places, so I can say it's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. That's what I'm covering.
There you go.
And
it's a banger. We've seen some of it,
and it's we ain't just saying it because it's MauLer. What we've seen is fucking spectacular.
Spectacular.
Try to look in places that a lot of people haven't checked out, obviously, and I found some stuff that I think you guys will find interesting. And
you showed us this scene. I've said it. I know I said it in another chat, but you showed us this scene, and I was just like, "Holy shit, dude! That was fucking genius. That was great."
Yes.
Yeah. It's gonna be a doozy.
Like it's probably 6 hours, the video. So.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it's just.
That's fine.
That's a year's worth of videos in one video.
Yeah.
For a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right. So
and you get a year's worth of views from normally. So.
There's a lot of people who are just like who only watch my videos. They don't do anything else in terms of like my stuff. So they're just like, is he dead? Is he gone? Did he leave YouTube? I'm like, no, I'm coming. Hang on. Any second now. But 2 other guys working with me on it is taking forever.
So somebody's asking if are we demonetized? The answer is yes.
We are. We are.
Yeah.
Is last week didn't get demonetized for FNT. The week before we're talking about the sausage balls.
The sausage,
like
the
hour not demonetized. Yeah. Josiah Rises comes on. We're demonetized.
So yes, and just to let you know, afternoon tea did not get demonetized. Work it out. I don't know. I don't think we've said anything particularly bad.
MauLer
and I haven't got a claim, so it's not Paramount yet. So it's just YouTube going. Nah.
It'll be fine. If you
it'd be reet. It'd be reet. Mandy, you have Tampa coming up at the end of this week.
I do.
What else you got going on? What comics have you got going? Where can they go see the Mandy? Tell us it all.
So yes, you guys, I have Jack the Ripper, a Vampire Hunter issue number 2 that is available over there on Indiegogo. Also Jim Shock, which is available on Indiegogo right now. I have some amazing Del Keown covers that you guys can check out. Also, I'm going to be in Tampa this weekend. Booth number 402, I think it is. I'm going to be at booth 402. It's right by the entrance. So you're going to have to walk like right by me. So stop and say hello if you're, in town. And I also have a YouTube channel, you guys. You can go sub over. It's Mandy Summers. I'm pretty easy to find. I don't have like a alias, just Mandy Summers. So you can go over there to YouTube and give me a little subby sub. Come hang out with me. My streaming is absolutely sporadic. I stream whenever really it's whenever I find something ridiculous on the internet that I feel like you guys should know about that you probably don't. Like them feeding people bats, chicken to the cave. And they're, that's a big thing that they're bringing back. I thought that you guys would be interested in that. But yeah, and you can find all of this stuff over on stuntmancomics.com. That's my website. You can check out the store there, get t-shirts, get back issues that ship out the very next business day. I'm really, really fast on those. And also, just definitely check out my campaigns if you haven't done it already. And This is so much fun. Oh my goodness.
Well, I'll say this before we go. Mandy, you are one of the most efficient independent comic creators. I know you put out, a good product and it gets done very quickly and delivered and out there. So you fulfill very well indeed. Very impressed with that. Legit, very impressed with that. So if you do support Mandy in one of her books, go to stuntmancomics.com and support her. When that campaign ends and when she puts that date on for release, it hits that date. So yeah, you're gonna get your stuff, which is nice. A lot of stuff that's. Where are you? Oh, you're fucking nowhere. Okay, that's great.
Well, it's amazing that when you produce stuff that does change things. Like things are changing in the comic book industry. You can that's people were talking about on the floor, that we were talking about in panels. There's still a thirst. Maybe that's not a very good term, but there's still a thirst for comic books. All right, people were buying comic books. I saw a packed comic book convention. So if you sell things and you actually make them and produce them that people want, you can change. Independent creator can change the industry.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Fogtower says nice shoulders. Cheers, dude. I've been doing a little bit of work, but I appreciate that you noticed.
Dang it! I thought he was talking to me. You over there talking to us, of course. Showing off them sexy shoulders up there. Mine are just nothing. I'll just cover them back up with my hair. No point in even doing. I can't compete. You know what I mean? Can't compete.
I know exactly what you mean. I hear it a lot.
It's so. It's so rough.
Massive thank you to everyone who came to watch today. I will be back for Friday Night Tights. Our guest this week is.
Sean from Think Before You Sleep, friend of mine.
That person.
Yeah.
Sunday afternoon tea with us, 2 p.m. UK time. We'll be doing another Super Chat Square because this is meant to be on Gary's channel. So the next 2 real BBCs are going to be on Gary's channel. And Sunday Fun Day, 6 p.m. UK time with QBG, Exit A Girl, and hopefully Jane Theory. As well, so we'll be doing something. What? Not too sure. Might be switching up this week. So massive thank you to everyone who came to watch today. Mods, thank you so much indeed for your time. Everybody who super chatted, and again, if it didn't get read out today, it's going to get read out on Afternoon Tea with us on Sunday. Give you the time that you deserve for your generosity. Everybody who membered, gifted members, remembered, thank you so much indeed for support.
It's all about the members.
It is.
He's right.
He is right.
All about the members.
I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. I miss Jane as well. I hope she comes back soon. You take care. Bye for now.
Bye.